Okay, I'm just gonna go back to the break screen and we're gonna start over. Hi, welcome to Roll4it. Maggie, take it away.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Friendship is Magic, episode number 3.
Everything.
Our ponies last episode had a very interesting change of act, one might say, in the fact that our lovely ponies that are Winter Snow and Scout Venture weren't quite acting like themselves, and I think it might have broken Smiley Bright, and Yo-Yo was like, something's not right here. And they were able to fortunately figure out the situation. There was a changeling that may have couple changelings that may have taken over at the Healthy Hooves Music Festival. And we ended the session with the problem being solved and all things being great, and the 4 of them listened to an amazing slew of music, and Yo-Yo even took stage at one point with the most magnificent dance, and Smiley Bright hyping him up on stage, of course, or hyping her up on stage, I should say, because Yo-Yo is a female. Sorry about that.
That's fine.
Sorry, 8-Bit. Looking at you, and then I'm calling your pony you. But today's episode is going to be a little bit different. We're going to time skip, and it has been probably 3 or 4 or 5 weeks since that situation occurred.
Okay.
It is a very rainy fall day. It's one of those days where you just feel like you want to cozy on up next to a fireplace and drink a hot cocoa, maybe a bowl of soup or stew in Yo-Yo's, world, because Yo-Yo really does love her stew, especially when it's brought to her by a gorgeous cult. And we start off the day with everyone in their morning. As it's raining and it's pouring down. And I'm going to start off with, first and foremost, Yo-Yo. Do you still live with your mother now that you're an adult? You guys still, where are you living?
I would say that knowing Yo-Yo would probably try to move as close as possible to the toy store, but would probably live on her own.
Okay.
But she would adopt a lot of her mom's mannerisms and living structure. So like the house is an organized mess, just like how her mom has it set up. Even like the bedroom is surprisingly structured in a very similar way to how her bedroom was structured at the toy store, just because she likes familiarity and she lives.
Like when someone comes over to your house, they're like, where are the cups? And you're like, oh, they're under the bed in the 5th box to the right. And everyone's like, well, why don't you just put them in the cupboard in the kitchen? Oh, because that's where we put the other things. So
exactly, that's where the toasters
no room
go.
For the cups in the cupboard. Like what? Like I get it.
Yeah.
As you're moseying about your morning, you get a knock on your door.
Oh no. It's the ghosts again! I swear, they have been haunting me every single day for like the past few weeks.
And you just hear it again.
Oh wait, that actually did sound like a knock on the door. I'm gonna trot on over and I peek my head out the door. I'm like, hello.
You peek your head out the door. There is a pony who has gray. He's gray, and then he has kind of this white mane and little wings, or Pegasus. He has little wings and a little male looking cutie mark on his bum, and he's got 2 satchels along his side, and on top of his head he's wearing this like ridiculous contraption. It's like a headgear thing with a giant umbrella to cover up his head as he's floating up in the air, and he's knocking on the door. And as you open it up, he has a little message in his mouth, and he kind of like hands it over to you, and he's like, have a good day, and he flies off. And as he's flying, he's like teetering a little bit back and forth, and one of his eyes is like smaller than the other.
Oh, I was wishing it was my Clompazon package. I guess this'll do. And I use my telekinesis to like hold the message and unroll it.
Yeah, as you unroll the message, it says, "Dearest Yo-Yo, it appears there's something that I need your help with. Please find the rest of your party, as I've provided Scout with more information. Love, Celestia.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I actually don't know where everyone's at. Okay, so I like dash back into my house. And this is like how I'm envisioning it. So I'm doing like a running start. I jump, I do like the splits in the air, and then I like tumble into like a junk pile, and then I roll out the other side, and I'm already in a raincoat.
I love it. Yeah, you tumble into your raincoat and you head on out to the door. And we're gonna move on over to Smiley Bright. Smiley Bright, where are you living now that you're an adult pony? Are you still living with your family?
Well, here's the thing, see. I'm all grown up now, but let's be serious. We all know that if I don't live with my folks, I will never see them. They are such technical kind of genius nerds that they get up in the morning, they work all day, they go to bed. And I have chosen to keep a room in my parents' home, mostly to take care of them, because they would never get any kind of social interaction otherwise.
Yeah. Okay, so you still live with your parents. Your house is. Yeah, you love them. It's morning as per usual. Your dad is sitting down in front of the table, reading the morning news, the morning Ponyville news. With this cup of coffee and just sitting there, and you roll down the slide from your bedroom into your chair. Pancakes are not made this time, but you kind of have. It's been a while. Like, you're an adult now. There's different things. Your mother has changed the contraption in your kitchen now. It no longer just makes you your favorite breakfast every morning. You have choices as an adult. She has like a slew of buttons. It's kind of like a Stream Deck pad with like a bunch of different pictures of meals, and you can just click one of those and this machine starts cooking you breakfast in the morning.
I am clicking the oats and whey button and the coffee, that's just what I'm calling it, button. And I gotta
coffee?
Want some coffee?
Bacon, because one must have bacon, but I don't think that I eat meat, so beyond bacon. You're welcome. It's
vegan bacon, because you're all ponies. It'd be kind of weird if you're eating other animals. Yeah, so the machine kind of like pulls out this bag of whey and starts like making you your food, and puts like a bowl, drops down in front of you, and it has like what you ordered. And this other arm has like a machine that like starts pouring coffee into a cup, and then the coffee slides down into a coffee spot. It realizes something, it picks up the coffee cup and slides a little coaster underneath it, and then puts the coffee cup back down, and a little tray of the bacon lands down in front of you as well as it flops out from the stove. Yeah. And you have a meal in front of you. And as you're eating your meal and your dad is in front of you reading his newspaper, hasn't looked up at all, the doorbell rings, because you have a doorbell, and you hear like, because that's what your doorbell sounds like, apparently.
Hi!
Hello, I have a letter for Smiley Bright.
I'm Smiley Bright! I love letters!
Here you go. He hands you the letter. It's the same pony that Yo-Yo saw, or Pegasus. It's a gray Pegasus with a little male thing, and one of his eyes is a little smaller than the other. It kind of twitches, and he sees that you have the letter, acknowledges it, and goes on and flies off on his way, kind of like a little like he's drunk. It's floating around.
I opened it with my horn.
You open your letter, and it's very similar to Yo-Yo's letter. It says, "Dearest Smiley Bright, there is something that has happened, and I need your assistance. I've provided Scout with more information. Love, Celestia."
I don't have a pocket. Where do I? Let's go! Bye, Mom and Dad. I love you. Have a good day.
And you trot out into the outside. And as you're doing that, if you're just holding the letter in your mouth, the letter starts melting because it's raining. So the paper's starting to get wet. So are you eating it? Okay, yeah, you eat the letter as you're trotting off to go, I'm assuming to go find Scout. And next, last but not least, we head on over to Scout Venture and Winter Snow's pad, which we found out last episode they live together. And they've kind of just gotten used to living together because Winter Snow was kind of like not an exchange student. You're more like,
Lodging?
I don't know. What?
Lodging?
Oh, yeah, you were lodging with her family to go to school in Ponyville. And they've kind of just gotten used to being around each other. And both of you, I don't know what you're doing in your morning routines. What do you guys do in your morning routines now that you're adults?
I think Scout probably does a lot of like consulting maps. And like there's a whole room of just like places that she's been to and places she still wants to go. But you said today was one of those like rainy curl up with a book sort of days.
Yeah, it's definitely a very rainy, gloomy looking
Definitely
day.
cooking breakfast and bringing breakfast to Scout then.
Yeah, then Scout is definitely like curled up in a chair with one of her Daring Do books, like drinking her Clop V.
Ooh, what's the story that you're reading as you're drinking your coffee?
Daring Do and the Crystal Golem.
Ooh. Yes. Bring it all together.
They're all in one world.
For those Layla fans out there, you'll know what that means. Yeah, so you're reading about the crystal golem, and as you're doing so, Winter, you walk into the room and you have the meal that you just cooked.
Oh, hi Scout. I made some bacon for you.
Bacon.
It's bacon made of hay.
That's genius.
That's what the
Bacon?
chat was saying.
Oh, that's such a good idea.
So cute.
I stole it from chat. I entirely stole it from chat. I'll admit.
Yeah, good
That's
job.
good.
Good work.
That's great. I guess Scout doesn't talk to you because she's too involved in reading her book.
Yeah, she probably is. Like she hears.
I'm sure the birds will like it as well.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you talking? You're very quiet.
I made you bacon.
Oh, thank you.
Do you not want? Okay.
And as you do that, there's a knock on the door.
Could you get that while you're up?
Winter Snow's like legs begin to quiver a little bit, and like one of the like rashes starts running across the skillet that she's holding and starts like drooping over the edge. But it could be anyone.
Yeah, probably.
But what if I don't know them?
Then you know them because you've met them. They're at the door. So she finally like looks up from her book, like.
Winter's like
Okay,
genuinely
I'll
hiding
get the door.
behind the door. What's the edge of the door?
Puts her book down, grabs a piece of bacon off the pan, like, oh, I hate it. And walks over to the door and opens it.
Yeah, you open the door, and in front of you is that same Pegasus that we've mentioned a couple times here. And as his eyes twitch, his one bigger eye than his smaller eye, he looks at you and says, "Scout Venture?
Yeah, that's me.
Here you go." And you get a little letter that is just handed off to you. And he kind of slowly teeter-totters his way out of there, flying away. Looks like he's having a little bit of struggle. And then almost looks like he's going to fall over. Oh, no, he's fine.
You're right there? Do you need a hand?
I'm fine. He keeps going.
Like,
He flies
wave.
off. Yeah.
Winter Snow pokes her head out from like under the tablecloth in the kitchen. Who was it?
It was a pony with a message. She opens the letter.
Yeah, inside the letter it says, "Dearest Scout and Winter Snow, I have a problem, and I think that you're just the main four that I need. I've already sent a letter to Yo-Yo and Smiley. They should be on their way. In the Celestial Sea, there's something I need you to get me. But you must be careful, for there are dangers there that have been unseen. I feel that you're the perfect ponies to handle this situation. Oh,
We're going on an adventure!
there's one more thing. As you scroll out, as you roll out,
She like pauses before she finishes reading.
Something that was like drawn on the letter all of a sudden forms like magic off the paper and comes out of the paper, and there is a little key that comes out, and it's a brass key, and at the end of it, it has a little crystal on the end of it that is green, and you now have a key that you also have, and it says, the letter continues and says, "You'll need this key when you're in the sea. You'll know when to use it. Be careful."
Which sea was that again, Lauren?
Celestial Sea.
Celestial Sea. We need to go get something from the Celestial Sea.
And then inside there, she has like a little map drawn out for you, like the many maps that you have along your wall. But this map is very specific. It kind of jots out a line from Ponyville to like basically you could take the train all the way to like Baltimore area, and then there will be like, it says there's a boat there, there's like a little bell, and it seems like you just need to get there, and then that boat will take you to the next destination, which is somewhere in the Celestial Sea where it will drop you off. Or wait for you there. And that's kind of what you have together so far.
Scout immediately goes to like all of her supplies and starts putting together like her survival equipment, her climbing ropes, a lot of snacks, and she's just like, we're going on an adventure. It's going to be amazing. I have always wanted to go to the Celestial Sea.
Is that like...
It's probably going to be super dangerous. Pack.
The table begins to move, like towards the door.
The table's moving towards the door and it's shaking, like vibrating, and you just hear it, like, you know, like when a leg shakes on the ground, like, yeah.
Come on, Winter, you got to get all your stuff together.
Do I have to? You need someone to look after the house.
No, the house will be fine.
But what if it gets stolen?
Then you wouldn't be looking after it anymore because it would have been stolen.
Oh no, that would be terrible.
And then you would have to deal with the people stealing it by yourself. You would be all alone while someone was breaking into this house and stealing it.
Oh, okay, I'll come with you.
That would be a better plan. It is probably safer with us, even if we're going into super duper danger. Oh, we should get the others. Wonder where they are. And then like Scout goes to the door.
As you say then, as you open the door, we're going to head over to Yo-Yo and Smiley. Yo-Yo and Smiley, as you're on your way to Scout and Winter's house, you actually bump into each other.
Oh, fancy seeing you here.
Hey, did you get the letter?
Oh, did I get the letter?
You got the letter.
Also, like, look at this new raincoat that I just got, and I like twirl around in it, and it's like it's like super like extravagant and ridiculous and like flashy, because it also doubles as like a dance uniform.
I heart it.
Of course it does.
Of course it does. Yes. So what's this all about? Princess Celestia personally requested us? Oh, this must be pretty bad.
I don't know, but it doesn't sound good. I'm excited to see what Scout knows. We better go.
I don't know. I think as we're like trotting, I think I've got a pretty good intuition. Maybe Princess Celestia needs us to make her like enchiladas or something. Or maybe she needs us to like, clean her feet. Clean her hooves.
Party.
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe a party would be pretty cool. Or maybe she needs us to like fight some vamponies or something. She just like goes on and on and on as we're like walking.
Yeah, and as you're walking, you continue to tell these stories, and Smiley, like some of them goes ooh, and some of them goes, oh, that's kind of scary. And as you get up to the door, you go to knock on the door, but as you go to knock on the door with your hoof, Scout is opening the door with like a rushed, pushed forward, and almost tumbles into you.
And as you're opening the door, I'm imagining you just see me going, trying to catch the rein of my tongue. Oh, hi.
Hi! We're going on an adventure. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, I figured that was going to happen. So I came prepared, and I look behind me, and I'm like, oh, I'm not prepared. I actually forgot everything that I was supposed to bring.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not surprised. We can stop by your place, and then we can stop by Smiley's place and get everything that we need because we have to go to the
What do we
Celestial Sea.
What
The
do we need?
Celestial
Now?
Sea?
What do we need? For
Well-
the do we need towels? Do we need beach towels? Do we need a beach
Probably.
ball? Do we need lawn chairs?
No,
I
No
think
lawn
a lawn
chairs.
chair. I think a lawn
towels
chair's
sound like a good idea.
Nope, I think a lawn chair is a great idea. What if we get tired and we need to sit somewhere?
Then you can sit on the ground.
Oh, I never thought about that. That's a great idea.
At this point, Winter Snow comes out from her room. She's got like water wings on her front legs, and she's got
Oh
like
my
goggles
God,
on her
that's
forehead
cute.
and like a snorkel. I'm ready for the sea.
You know we have to take the train there first, right? We're gonna take a train to Baltimore, and then from Baltimore, we're gonna.
Yeah.
It's not the boat isn't leaving directly from there, right? We have to like get to another
You have to
spot.
get to like there's like on the at the tip of like if you go to look at the map and you look at
Yeah.
Baltimore, there's a tip of the horseshoe on the right, on the top upper horseshoe. That's where the boat. There's like a little X
Right.
mark that says boat pickup on your map.
So we're gonna take the train to Baltimore, and then from Baltimore, I don't know, we'll like hitch a ride on a hay cart or something, and we'll make our way. They have those there, right? And then we'll make our way to the coast, and then from there, we're gonna get on a boat, and then the boat's gonna take us out to the Celestial Sea, and then I don't even know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be amazing.
That sounds amazing. And that means that we don't have to make enchiladas, Smiley.
Okay.
Wait, why were you gonna have to make enchiladas?
I had a running theory. Yeah, Princess Celestia definitely wanted us to make enchiladas, but I guess that's not the case.
I mean, I guess she might still want that, but probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay, so we're gonna need a lot of snacks for the train. I'm gonna have to make sure we can get train tickets all the way out to Baltimore. I'm not even sure I've been that far in a long time. And then we're going to probably also need like more raincoats. Raincoats are good. Lots of rope. Rope is always important. Daring Do always has rope on her, and a hat. Definitely need a hat.
I can't remember. Was my person from Baltimore?
I believe one of you is from Baltimore. I can double
Yeah.
check to see if it was you.
I think
Yo
it was
yo. Yes, you are from Baltimore because your mom was a famous toy maker there.
So will
And
that
Scout's family actually runs the train station here in Ponyville.
Oh, perfect. So maybe once we get to Baltimore, I'll be able to help out. Like that's just me mentally. Like
Yeah,
that's not
totally.
that's not all of a sudden like her voice just gets deep and she's like, yeah, maybe like I can get us to Baltimore once we're there. Like,
Yeah. You can probably help out.
All right, cool.
So what is the plan? Are you going to go get all these things, or you already have some of these things on your pack with you, Scout?
I think Scout's probably gonna put together all of her stuff. Like she's gonna like get her pack together and try and like write a list, but she's not a very good list writer. So she's just like snacks, stuff for weather.
In the background,
Like,
like
and so she
Winter's
gives
running
these
around,
lists to like Smiley
just
and to
pouring snacks
Yo-Yo,
into
being like,
bags.
get stuff that you need.
Okay. So Smiley and Yo-Yo, you receive a little note from Scout that has a list of items that you need to get. EE, you were saying something? I think we didn't quite catch it.
running around as Scout's like making this list, grabbing all the things that Winter's got in her room and in the house, like snacks into saddlebags and stuff, pouring them in.
Okay. Yeah, you're putting this, helping Scout like organize the stuff in her pouches. Okay, cool. And I think Scout, you have a majority of those things that you mentioned, right? Is there anything that you need to go off and buy or anything like that?
I've got a survival kit and like snacks and a compass. I think she would probably try and go get like a map of Baltimore, like of the city itself, because she's like from the train station to like, or at least that area. Like she has no idea how to get there. And then stuff for like underwater.
Yeah.
Maybe like an underwater like flashlight or something. Or like a lantern, like a waterproof lantern.
Okay.
I believe my mom invented some stuff for underwater. Isn't that right?
Oh yeah, you could probably go talk to your mom and see what kind of good like contraptions she has that could help you for sure.
Clink, clink.
Awesome. And so I guess Smiley and Yo-Yo, are there any things that you want to go off and get?
Yo-Yo would probably look at this list and then like think long and hard about what on the list we actually need. In terms of like Yo-Yo's terms of like hierarchy of needs. And she's gonna run off and probably just go, well, we definitely need flippers of some sort, because like swimming in hooves, that's not gonna happen. And how is she supposed to do like awesome swimography if she doesn't have some way to properly propel herself? And
So maybe you can go along with Smiley too to go get these other. Maybe all of you will go to Smiley's mom and kind of go check out some stuff and see what goodies you can get, because it seems like that's the last thing that you guys need for your adventure.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, let's take a journey. You all trot on off, and Smiley's like, my mom can make some really cool stuff. Maybe she has something. And you actually are going to go to where your mom works. There is. Instead of going to where Smiley lives. Now, some of you have been to Smiley's house before. You've seen how crazy it is. Her mom is a scientist in Ponyville and has been there kind of experimenting on some things. And you guys come up to the building that her mom works at. And this building is like this high-tech looking building, almost like it belongs in Baltimore. Because Baltimore kind of has those like high skyscraper type of buildings. This one's not a high skyscraper kind, but it does have that metallic sheen to it. Like it absorbs the sun and has like sun energy that's powering the building. And as you open up the doors and you walk into the building itself has like these, like the pad that you walk onto as you step in moves. Like you don't even have to move. Like it takes you and walks you up to the reception desk. And the reception desk is actually a robot that is standing at the front of the desk and looks at you. It's a robot pony and says, "How may I help you?"
I start doing the robot because I think that's how you have to communicate with it. Like, goo, 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 goo.
How may I help you?
Hiya. I just wanted to see my mom, please.
Analyzing. Smiley Bright. Contacting Mrs. Bright. It waits for a moment and you guys are all kind of looking around, and inside the room that you're in currently, there's like some chairs off to the right, some like really pretty looking plants, but they're very strange. Like some of them have like weird mouths and stuff like that. They're definitely, and they even have little cages around them. So it's not like you can touch the plants. You can just see them inside of these cages. And all of a sudden, as you're looking around, it stops and the robot says back, "Access granted. Please proceed." And the door to the right of you all opens up and it looks like an elevator.
All right, let's trot on in. Yeah.
You guys trot into the elevator. You get in the elevator and there are no buttons in this elevator. And you look around and Smiley, you know that it's voice activated, but it is already moving up and you can see the numbers moving up, and it moves up to the second floor and opens up. And as you walk out, you can see that there's just a mess of contraptions in this upper floor. There are like weird bits and bobbits and like tubes in places and like contraptions and like, is that a jetpack? I'm pretty sure that's a jetpack. Like it's just crazy stuff that's inside of this room. And as you walk in, you do see a pony who is kind of further in the back and she's making quite a bit of noise. I'm trying to remember what your mom looks like because I did write this down. And you see Sprocket, which is Smiley's mom, and she's kind of like a light pink color, and she has a little wrench on her flank, and light white and pink hair as well. And she's kind of fidgeting around with all the things inside of there.
Hi, Mom.
Oh dear, what are you doing in here?
Hi, Mom. We have to go on an adventure for Princess Celestia, and it requires us to go to the Celestial Sea, and we were wondering if perhaps you might have some water or underwater inventions that we might be able to use to assist us in our quest.
I might have a thing for you. Just hold on a minute. And she starts hammering away at something that's inside of this machine that she's got, and she pops her head out, and the machine starts whirring and buzzing, and all of a sudden it starts shaking, and then a big puff of smoke comes out the top of it, and she's like, "That's it. It's working." And she walks over to the other side of the room and puts just some buttons on this machine and says, "Come on over here. You can touch on the screen and pick whatever you want." And so on the screen is actually like a touchpad of the screen, and you can kind of sift through it, and you'll see like underwater gear. So it's like a helmet, a suit, a flippers, and you can kind of switch through it and choose all the things that you want.
Hey, Scout, what do we want? We got a choice of everything.
Doop, 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 doop. I get one of everything.
That'll work.
Scout is super overwhelmed by all of this. She's like,
As you say that, and Winter is already hitting all the buttons. Winter, as you hit each button, the machine starts making a lot of noise, and there's a conveyor belt that goes off the left of it. And every single time you hit something, it makes noise, and it sounds like it's printing something. It's like, and all of a sudden you see the item that you had selected, and you could even choose the color that you wanted of it on it.
I get them all in pink.
Yeah, they're all pink. And they kind of go off on the conveyor belt one at a time as they're being made, and you can grab them at the end.
I'm poking a thing that's probably on fire, and just seeing like
It wasn't on fire till you poked it.
like a Bunsen burner type thing, and something that you would do to like light up a beaker to like.
Okay,
boil
are you
it up.
purposely touching the fire, and you're trying to?
I'm not touching the fire. I'm just like touching it and like getting it. I'm like a cat, like getting it closer to the edge. I'm just like seeing the flame kind of dance a little bit as I hit it.
Okay, I was like, if you're touching the flame, I might have to make you make some rolls.
No.
Okay, yeah, you can just mess around with it.
I'm just like preoccupied.
So Smiley just asked Scout, like, "Hey, what do we need?" And then in the corner, you see
it's like everything.
Winter
is the
just put it, like,
answer.
everything getting printed, and Winter like trying it on.
I mean, if everything gets printed, Scout will like look at it and maybe make some decisions based off of that. But what is there? Is there?
Winter is wearing it all.
Yeah, so Winter is standing there wearing
What is Winter wearing?
4 little pink flippers that are on her feet, which is actually now very complicated now that she's gotten the 2 on and is having a little bit of trouble putting the other 2 on. Around her body is like this like nice slick suit that looks like it would probably make the water doesn't touch her as much. And on top of her head is like this big bulb that kind of like latches onto the neck piece so that she can breathe, you would assume. And it has like a little tube thing that she has on her back with air.
100% that. We need that. Looks like underwater adventure fun time.
And to the right of her are the big floaties that she was originally wearing.
Not those. Probably don't need floaties. That would make it harder to get under the water.
I'm gonna dash over to see this like latex looking type like wet water suit contraption that Winter's in, and I'm gonna like grab it with my teeth, pull it, and then let go so it snaps. And I'm like,
Ow!
this looks pretty durable. This is way more durable than I was
like
expecting.
End over end in like a ball into the corner.
You scare the crap out of Winter, and she goes tumbling backwards.
Yo,
dazed.
you have to be careful with Winter. She's super skittish.
I'm sorry, I just had to test it in case we get attacked by sharks.
That's a good point. Is this shark proof?
I can test. And I like
Sharks.
edge closer, and I'm like,
I fly up. I fly up. I go up. I hold onto a rafter like that.
Yeah, you fly up in the air and you hold onto the rafter. It even has some space for your wing because you chose your
The Pegasus model.
Pegasus model. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just let me bite you. We need to test and see if I can break it.
You hear
Not right now, Yo-Yo.
You hear Smiley's mom yelling from off to this, and she's back working on that machine that she's working on very diligently, and says, "Won't help you against sharks. What are you planning, Smiley? Don't be messing with any sharks. They're dangerous."
I don't know yet, Mother, but I am with my very, very, very best friends, and they handle adventure better than anyone I ever knew in my whole life. And I know it's going to be brilliantly fun and so much fun that I can't even stand it. So I got to go and do this, Mom. I promise I'll be okay. I'm a grown pony now.
Smiley, what did I tell you? You need to be concise with your answers. Okay, to the right, up in that shelf, on the fourth drawer, there's some shark repellent. Take that with you.
Oh, shark repellent. That sounds handy. Thanks, Mom.
And she's like still messing with the machine that she's working on.
This is becoming Batman very quickly.
She's an interesting character.
You mean Bat Pony?
Bat Pony, yeah.
Scout will make a coordinating underwater scuba suits for all of the ponies. So hers is green, and Yo-Yo's is Yo-Yo. You're purple,
Orange.
right? Orange. She is orange and purple.
But she would probably make her suit purple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, to match her hair.
Use the accent color for the suit to
And then,
go with the skin. Yeah.
I think Smiley's would be gold.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, a gold suit. Yes. There we go. So we got a gold suit, a pink one, a green one, and a purple suit. And I don't know how you guys are going to carry this all while you're on the train, but you have it.
I got saddlebags. I have saddlebags.
And wheel our suitcases behind us.
Ooh, okay.
Saddlebags.
Yeah, you guys.
I have saddlebags as well.
Yeah, so we can put them in our saddlebags.
You cram them into saddlebags. You put them in there because you guys knew that you're going off an adventure. Is there anything else you want to go get before you head off, or is there anything else you want to do in here, Smiley, while you're saying hi to your mom and getting stuff?
I'm gonna go over to my mom, and even though she's too busy and gonna shoo me away, I'm gonna give her a nuzzle and a lick and a thank you. I appreciate you, Mom. You're the best mom a girl could ever have.
Aw. Yeah, she actually has her head still inside of the machine, and you're doing this. You're like giving her a hug and a little nudge and a kiss, and you tell her all these endearing things. She's like, "I love you too, Smiley. Now be careful on your adventure.
Okay.
And don't wander off too far."
Okay.
And she wasn't really listening completely and continues working, and you just hear this loud clinking noise and whirring that with the machine that she's working on. And as you guys back up out of the room and you go down the elevator and you leave the building, you are on your way to wherever else you need to go. Are you heading off to the train station, or what's up next?
I'm going to be like using my telekinesis to like hover the list, and I have like a pen around. I'm like crossing stuff off, and I'm like, all right, so this is gone, this is gone, and then this is gone, and like scribbling all over it. It's just a mess, and I'm like, spit it out, and I'm like, and I'm like, I'm just now thinking I could have used telekinesis for that too. I think I just made a muck out of this list. And then I crumple it up, and I throw it to the side, and I'm like, I think we're good.
Yeah, you throw it to the side outside of the building, and actually outside of the building, a little machine that's like it's kind of like a little round circle comes out from outside under the door, grabs the thing and sucks it back in and goes back in through the door.
Oh, that's cute. Okay, so I guess we don't need swimsuits since we have these suits. Correct.
Scout's kind of like verbally ticking things off as well, but it's okay, so we've got stuff for under the water. I have a map of Baltimore and the surrounding area. Does everybody have enough snacks? Because I don't want anybody getting hangry on the train. Make sure you have enough food for the trip. We can get more in Baltimore, but this is really important, and everyone go to the bathroom before we get.
I'm already eating like one of the snacks.
Snow like opens up her bag with her
Yo,
mouth,
yo.
and you can see there's just like sweets in there.
I also had gotten the entire gold suit on and realized that I have to pee.
It'll match the suit. It's fine.
Smiley, you're not supposed to wear it now.
I know, but I did it. It looks so pretty.
Smiley. You gotta take it off, Smiley.
I know I have to.
Constantly
off
tell
your
Lauren, why is your
suit.
character always the one?
Lauren's characters are
This
stripping.
is like the third
That's
time
fine.
I've done it today.
Stripping the character, as played by Lauren.
She's always taking off other people or getting them to take off their clothes on the show.
In fairness, ponies don't normally wear clothes.
This is true.
Are
And it's
these-
always you're not most of the time trying to do anything nefarious.
No, not at all. Just it's very practical clothing removal.
Are these wetsuits or dry suits?
They are dry suits.
Okay, so if you pee inside them, the pee will stay inside them. It's good to
No,
know.
I'm taking it off so I can go to the loo.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so everyone's got food. I've got a map. Does everyone have their adventure hat?
Oh, do I?
Wait.
I turn around. Oh, I don't. I don't have. Don't have it anymore.
If
I
you
guess
have a
you'll be
hat,
okay without it.
you can have one in your pack. Because that's how My Little Pony is. It's magics.
Scout has her little plinth hat that she got last time with little pony ear holes for it.
I've got my headband. How about that?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
That'll
But
work.
but it's bedazzled.
Smiley, do you have your hat?
I do. It's a feather hat.
Smiley has a feather hat. All right,
Looks good with the gold too.
it does. And as you guys are ready, did you already get the tickets? Is that what you're going? You're saying you're already
She'll probably get them at the station, or
Okay.
or I presume her parents are there.
Yeah, your dad. Well, your dad's probably not there, but your mom is.
Yeah.
So you guys are all prepared. You're waiting right now for Smiley to finish going to the restroom. Smiley gets out of the restroom, and you make your way over to. Do you have the gold suit back on?
Yeah.
Smiley comes out of the restroom, still wearing the gold suit, even though Scout told her not to.
Did you? Never mind.
Hopefully, she took off the suit before she went pee. We don't
Yep.
know.
You really don't
So-
know.
Yeah, taking off like a dry suit when you've only got 4 like hooves is really difficult. Like you
It
might as well
sounds
just-
very difficult. I can't imagine putting on a wetsuit in general is not a fun experience. Yeah.
Because it was a dry suit, it wasn't as bad as you would think. A dry suit's much easier than a wetsuit.
Yeah, because it's not suctioned to you as much. It's still
Yeah.
You guys trot on your way over to the train station, and it is this long building that is connected next to the train station itself. There is a little ticket booth there, and there's also like a back room that's kind of like the office as well. And that's kind of where your mom is at specifically, Scout. So you can just go up to the person who's handing out tickets, or you can go talk to your mom if that's what you wanted.
Go talk to her mom.
All right.
Trot.
Yeah, you trot on over and you kind of go into the building. The lady behind the ticket booth at first is like, "What are you doing in here?" And then sees that it's you and waves and continues waiting for the next person in line. And you go in and you open up the door to where your mom's office is. And your mom is sitting at her desk. She's kind of got like this office, like a normal office desk. There's a little sign and like a little business card holder that says, I'm trying to remember her name now.
Something
Your mom's-
venture.
Yes, Eris Venture. She's sitting there, and she it also has like a green. She's mostly green, and then she has like kind of lighter teal hair, and it's a little bit longer. And it has on her cutie mark is like a little shield with a little train on it, and on the business card you can say CEO of the Equestria train station. And your mom looks up and she's like, "Oh, Scout, what are you doing here? Oh, and hello to your friends. Nice seeing you gals as well."
Hi, Mrs. Venture.
Hi.
Hi, Snow.
Can we use the family pass to get tickets to Baltimore? We're going on an adventure for Princess Celestia.
Oh, are you going to see Auntie Caramel?
I could, yes. Yes, I could. Let's do
I think
that.
She would love to see you. You know, she just opened up her third caramel candy shop in Manhattan in Appaloosa.
You all like caramel. She like turns around and looks at everyone else. Caramel? Let's take caramel side trip. Totally important. Definitely part of the mission.
I've got caramel snacks.
I think the Apple family is sending over a shipment of apple crates as well.
Caramel apple.
They are pretty bomb.
So we can use the family pass.
I'll have to see what I can do. She smiles and she opens up a drawer, grabs something, types in something on the machine, and hands you 4 little cards that are little train tickets.
Okay. I'll be back soon, probably. Unless we all drown in the ocean. Let's go.
It's a very
what?
high possibility.
Your mom's like, what?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Adventure! Princess Celestia!
Don't worry, we'll send our corpses. Just kidding. I don't actually say that.
Okay.
I don't say that.
Your mom has like a worried look on her face as you shut the door and you guys trot on off and you wait for the train.
Love you, Mom. Bye!
And you wait for the train to come by for the next stop of Baltimore. You wait like probably 20 minutes before the next train. So I don't know if there's anything you guys want to do in that 20-minute time frame.
Panic.
You can
Be
see on
like-
your tickets what the time is for the next train.
I
I
haven't
think
been-
that we should sing and dance, but that's just my opinion.
was gonna say-
Don't you think that's what we should do?
I was gonna like sit there and like recollect. I'm like, I haven't really been on this train in so long. Oh my goodness. I haven't been to Baltimore.
In Baltimore?
I mean, grow up, and I use air quotes without using fingers. Like, I grew
You were
up
still a
in
little
Baltimore.
Philly when you moved away.
Yeah. So it's like I don't remember much, but I do know that my mom said that Baltimore's amazing. It's like super cool. There's like lots of like things to do in Baltimore. There's like this awesome toy shop that my mom used to own. Oh, and there's like totally like the best, absolutely exquisite restaurants that you can eat at that serve stuff like stew. So like, what's not to love about Baltimore?
And as you do that,
they
the
serve-
rain starts pouring down even harder and lightning flashes.
And they serve chickpea balti.
I am so down to eat and consume every single article of food that is presented in front of my face. It is my goal, it is my passion, it is my will to do such that.
But Yo-Yo,
Yeah,
what's different to normal?
I don't know. What is normal? Does someone know the definition to this word? Because it's sure stumping me. I'm gonna also, is there, it's so tough because I don't think that there would be any kind of like technology devices like phones in order to check the weather.
Yeah, there's not really phones, but there's probably like a newspaper stack or something like that to look at the weather.
Or
I'm gonna
something
check out the
without
weather.
rendering to maybe.
Can we just can we just send Winter?
Oh, you can talk to Winter. Yeah, Winter might know a bit about what's going on with the weather.
Winter.
Yeah, let's do that. It's like, Winter, what's up with all this stormy weather? Maybe Princess Celestia is sending us to our doom.
Oh, no.
I don't know. I once read in a book that like bad weather mixed with like ocean and seawater mixes to make like whirlpools and like krakens and like really creepy, weird monsters to come out of the ocean. Like I once read a book about it. It's pretty real. We should probably go back. But it sounds
Are you
amazing.
talking about Cult Thulu again?
Okay, we should go back. Yo-Yo says we should go back, and Yo-Yo's very sensible. And Winter starts walking towards the exit.
Winter!
I don't think that's the right plan because Scout has a plan, and Scout's plans always come to fruition when Scout hasn't been hijacked by a changeling. So I think we should listen to Scout because Scout is being
What
normal
about that
now.
time with the bear?
Winter.
That was awesome!
It was
It
pretty
was.
cool.
It was scary.
Besides, Winter, Yo-Yo, we have been tasked by Princess Celestia herself. If we were to abandon this quest, then what type of friendship would we have?
Oh,
We have to rely on each other to get through this and the near certain doom that we might face on this adventure.
oh, I'm not saying that we avoid the doom. Heck, I'm saying we rush headlong into it. It sounds amazing. I want to see sea monsters so bad.
Oh no, it looks like the weather's so bad we'll have to go another day.
Winter,
Yes?
would you want to disappoint Princess Celestia?
No.
You can do this. Sometimes you can be a very not entirely terrified pony.
Yeah, you've been brave.
I have a secret for you, Winter. Just remember that when you were made naturally waterproof. No water can get in from your beautiful pony hide. You're lucky.
I've had water inside of me once before. It's painful, so you should be happy that your hide is waterproof.
See? And we've got these gorgeous pony dry suits, so we're still dry. Just our faces are wet. I highly recommend you put your dry suits on, everybody, through the storm. I'm dry as a bone. Best decision I ever made to rock my gold dry suit. I need a disco ball and let's boogie.
Yes.
Oh my god, and as the party is able to convince Winter to stay, and Yo-Yo still does not know anything about the weather, the train pulls up, and you hear the sound of the train as it comes chugging along and the loud horn that goes off. And as the doors open, you see ponies coming in and out of the doors with their luggage and carrying boxes or whatever. There's a couple that are talking and so on and so forth. And once everyone's done and getting off the train, there's now time for you guys to get on the train, and along with you are a bunch of other people that get on the train. And as you guys get on the train, is there any like where you want to sit specifically?
I'm gonna sit next to a stranger if I can.
I want to sit
Okay.
next to a window.
I'm
Okay.
not going to sit next to a stranger.
All right. Scout, what about you?
Just Scout just like sees everyone like going to sit next to strangers and being like, are we gonna... So she sits next to Smiley.
No, Winter's not sitting next to strangers. Winter's okay to sit next to Scout.
Yeah, so
Sorry, I thought you
Smiley,
said Winter was sitting next to a stranger. I misheard.
Smiley and
Stranger's
Winter
good.
sit at like the opposite sides of a table that both look out to the different window, and then Scout, you come sit next to Smiley across the table from Winter. But Yo-Yo, I'll give you some choices. Because I'm guessing you just want to like RP with a rando stranger pony. I don't know
Yeah.
why. You mean
Because she's in a new place. Like, meet the local.
Yeah. On the train along with you is in this specific cart, there is a lady pony who's got white fur or white coat and like pink and purple mane, and she's kind of sitting off looking out the window. There is a couple who are sitting in some chairs or in a booth kind of by themselves. And then there's also a tiny little filly who's sitting looking out the window, and she is yellow with a little pink bow on her head.
Oh, definitely sitting next to the filly.
Okay. Yeah, you go sit next to the filly with the yellow filly with the pink bow on her head.
What's up, girlfriend? Mind if I sit here?
I was told not to talk to strangers.
Oh, okay, same. I just awkwardly stare at her. I don't say
You
anything.
both are awkwardly looking at each other.
And then I'm like, I dig around in like my satchel bag and I pull out like a token of friendship, and it's gonna be like a little like bracelet thing that I used to have from like one of my dance costumes. And I'm like, huh? Actually, no, I use my telekinesis to like hover it. I'm like, huh, you want it?
I'm not supposed to take things from strangers either.
Do you want to offer them candy now?
It's like, oh, don't worry. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to talk to you, but I need to tell you about this. I just have this thing. It sounds weird, I know, but like when I was a filly, I used to have this bracelet and it used to give me like tons of confidence, and you look really scared on this train right now by yourself.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm supposed to go to the crystal. I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
It's fine. You don't need to tell me. I don't need to know your story. Please. I mean, believe me, I'm not the best listener, but I'm going to give this to you anyway. Keep it. I promise. I don't need anything in return. And then I just awkwardly sit there and just don't say a thing.
She like takes it and she holds onto it and she's like not sure what to do because she's told not to take it.
Yeah.
Yo, roll me a mind really quick.
Okay.
This is gonna be easy difficulty. Wow, was that a 5?
Yeah.
Yeah. You realize that she started off her sentence with the word crystal, and clearly she's probably supposed to go to the Crystal Empire, and she's on the wrong train. She's going the wrong direction. She's going towards Baltimore, and she needs to be on the train, the same train, but the train that goes the other direction.
I like perk up and I'm like, excuse me, did you say that you needed to go to the crystal, and what was the name of the location?
She didn't finish. She just said crystal, but Crystal Empire is where she was.
Did
you know that there's not that many crystal places.
Yeah.
Probably what she meant.
You need to go somewhere with the name Crystal in it, right?
Oh, yeah. I wasn't supposed to tell you that.
I think you're going the wrong way. And
what do you mean?
Well, if I remember correctly, I'm from Baltimore, and there's nowhere near there that has crystal in its name. In fact, everything's in that direction, and I point with my hoof. And guess what? We're going this way, and you want to go that way. And if you go these ways, they don't go anywhere that you need to go, so you need to go that way.
Oh no, what do I do now?
Oh, don't worry, girlfriend, I got you. And I like trot over to Scout. I'm like, Scout, I need you to fix this problem because I have no idea what to do.
What's the problem? Problem. I will fix it.
Yeah. She's totally going the wrong way. She's on the wrong train, and I'm pretty sure she's going to be lost forever unless she gets on the right train. So we need to basically help her out.
She looks horrified, and she has like one of her hooves is like kind of like, and she's looking down at the ground, and her big bow is sitting there on top of her head. You can't really see her face as much because her bow is so big, and she's kind of like awkwardly moving her foot.
Scout, seeing this, has the train started moving yet? I presume
it hasn't started moving yet.
Okay. You have to get off the train really fast. Where's your stuff? Go, go, go. And she like hustles the filly as fast as she can.
You guys help her take her luggage down, and grab her bags for her.
I'm like, wait.
The door to the compartment and like finds the conductor and be like, hold the train. We have an unattended minor.
But she's not.
She's a filly.
Yeah, she's a filly.
Yeah.
I know. I'm in character.
Oh.
She doesn't look like she digs anything.
Oh my God. We don't know that. She won't tell us anything about her because she's not supposed to talk to strangers. Stop talking to her. And then I
think you're scaring her.
And then I go over to the conductor and I'm like, excuse me, sir. I'm here to help this poor filly who seems to have gotten
I don't think you guys actually have to talk to the conductor at all, because like I don't think you can get to the conductor.
I'm sorry, not conductor, the attendant. Like
the attendant in the train station. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Go ahead.
Sorry, I mean like not the the person at the on the platform who like gives the okay to let the train.
Yeah, that person. I got what you mean.
Yeah, that's.
I'm sorry, sir. If we scared you, it's okay. I've been told that I'm very scary by several people throughout my past. Anyway, what I'm trying to tell you is that this poor filly seems to be on the wrong train, and I don't know where she's got to go, but it seems very important, and you might need to help her out.
Let me see your ticket there, little filly. And she hands him a ticket. Yep, looks like they're right. You're on the wrong train. looks like you missed your train. We'll get you situated. Come on and follow me." And he kind of trots off with her.
Does she still have her bracelet?
She still has the bracelet.
Okay. Because I was going to be like, throwing the bracelet back at her. It's like, don't forget this, girlfriend.
Yeah, she was holding on to it when you handed it to her, and she wasn't sure what to do with it. But now as she trots off, she's wearing it around her left hoof. And you see that as you turn and you look, you're like, and then the train it does its next blow. That's like it's gonna start heading off. So you guys gotta get on that train real quick.
Get on the train! Get on the train!
Roll me some bodies for how quickly you guys get on the train.
I'm gonna fly. And I have specialty flying, so I get to roll an extra d6 as well.
2, 4, you're good. 6, 5. Oh yeah. Winter goes flying back in. Winter was already afraid she would lose or be late for the train anyway, so she had already gotten like a head start before you guys. Scout, of course, quick and nimble as usual, goes booking it holds the door open while Yo-Yo comes dashing in. Smiley on their hand is still smiling and looking out, and then you guys all yell out her, "Smiley!" And she realizes like, oh, they're getting back on the train, and she runs back in and just barely makes it back onto the train, and then Scout closes the door, and you guys are back into your train area.
Smiley, get your shit together.
In character says that. No.
Get your droppings together?
Yeah. So now that we got that all taken care of, I can like totally mark off of this trip us having at least one wholesome event. And she's like, I feel like I broke a fourth wall there.
What's a fourth wall?
It comes directly after the third wall and directly before the fifth wall.
They don't look like they're broken.
Yeah, but I assume that whenever something's broken, we need to fix it. And so I'm the one that broke it, so we're going to have to fix it later on. She has no idea what she's talking about. She just sits back down.
Yeah, you sit back down. Are you actually going to sit with the other three where they're sitting at a table looking out?
Yeah, because she doesn't have any more bracelets to give.
At which point, the camera goes to Winter Snow, sitting right next to Yo-Yo, and like Winter Snow looks directly into the camera, is like, I'm so confused.
And we pan out from the train as the train goes chugging along down to Baltimore. The train continues on, and it's raining, and they see lightning and a little bit of storm. And off to the left of them, they go through, and they see Canterlot as they're going forward, and then they go under the mountain that Canterlot is above, and through the mountain there's all darkness. And it's kind of eerily silent, other than just the train chugging along. And then out they come outside of the other end of the mountain, and it's still raining and storming outside. But to the left of the train, you can see there's mountains off in the distance that you guys are passing, and these are the full mountains. Most of you will know this, especially Yo-Yo, as Yo-Yo's from Baltimore originally. And you take the train and you continue on, and to the right of you is like rolling hills with a little crevice in there, and then you pass another smaller mountain, which is near Baltimore. So you know you're getting closer and closer. There's a lot of trees and forest area, and it's quite beautiful, even though it's raining and kind of a little bit gloomy inside of the train. And as you enter into Baltimore, the train station here is a little bit different. It's much larger than the train station in Ponyville, and everything just seems larger in this town. As you step out of the train, everything looks like more high tech. The textures and the fabrics that things are, and materials that things are made out of, are like just more metallic and like cement, and like it just looks so much different than Ponyville, where Ponyville like feels more natural, and the aesthetics are quite a bit different. You look over up in the distance and you see skyscrapers, one in particular that has a giant horse head that is gold above it, and a beautiful, beautiful bridge, the Baltimore Bridge. That's kind of what you guys see as you're getting off the train in Baltimore.
I haven't been here in forever.
As you land here.
This place is as cool and as big as I thought it was gonna be. There's a lot here.
Do you mind if we take a detour real quick? I know we've got this super urgent quest, but I really want to see where my mom's old toy store used to be.
Sure. I mean, I did tell my mom I was going to go visit my Aunt Caramel. And if I don't visit my Aunt Caramel, then I would have lied to my mom. And that's probably not a thing that I want to start a precedent for.
But we could do it on the way back.
Yeah, but what if we're dead on the way back?
Yeah, remember we have to send the corpses to our families. Just kidding. I'm kidding. I don't actually say that.
Also, I would really very much like to go and see if they have a doll of Princess Celestia, because I need one.
Oh, I guarantee you. Wait, my mom's toy store is not here anymore. There may be another doll of Princess Celestia.
The toy store is still there, but your mom has opened up a new toy store in Ponyville. So the toy store is still there. She just isn't there. She gets like stuff shipped to that toy store.
Oh, then definitely we can get you a Princess Celestia doll. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, no, I was just going to tell Erin she was a little quiet.
I turned it up. I'm sorry. I'm not technically inclined.
Okay, so
even though your pony mom is.
Yes, exactly.
Step 1, we could go get ourselves some snacks.
But didn't we already get
at my
snacks?
aunt's store? And then we can, while we're eating them, totally not dilly-dally, but maybe take our time, and then we can head out to the coast.
Or we could just dilly-dally some more and buy more snacks and then go home.
And make sure that Princess Celestia is always never going to ever give us a quest again, because we will fail this one horribly.
Winter's been trying to keep up with all the negatives in that statement and is now just rocking back and forth.
I just want to use this gorgeous gold suit,
never,
please.
Never, ever.
I forgot.
Never.
All right,
I'm
and
betting in it, and I don't care.
Never.
Scout pulls out her map of Baltimore and the surrounding area and takes time. Baltimore, surrounding area. And is like, okay, I think we need to go this way.
Never.
Let's go.
Never.
All right, you guys continue on. I'm guessing you're going to Auntie Caramel's shop. Let's roll. I guess it would probably be a mind thing to kind of like remember where your Aunt Caramel is. Yeah.
Good thing I'm a smart. Oh boy, 3. I'm a smart.
I think a 3 works, because I'm going to say it's a pretty easy, not a very easy, but an easier task, just because you've been there before. You know your aunt. It's probably just been a while since you visited her, but you've visited her before. So
Worst comes to worst, she'll stop and ask for directions.
That works too, but I think you find it, and you guys travel quite a bit. It takes you probably 30 minutes or so to trot your way around. There's a couple moments where you're not sure which street to go down, and then you end up taking the wrong one, but you get yourself back on the track, and you're like, oh, I totally meant to take you guys this way because I wanted to show you that. And there's like this statue.
It's like a wall. It's just a brick wall.
It's a wall, but it's got like graffiti on it, so it's like
I knew this wall was here.
Interesting. Huh. Does it taste like caramel?
Hey?
I think
No.
it tastes like wool.
So it's a wall-flavored caramel. That's not a very good flavor. How does your family member stay in business?
Never mind. Let's go.
And you continue on until you actually reach the caramel shop that your Aunt Caramel owns. And basically when you look at the shop, it's like this really adorable, cute, like when you look at those old like cobblestone towns that have like the cute shops, it kind of looks like that. It has like this really homey feel to it. It has like little brick on the outside, and like the little tent that kind of comes down out the top of it is like this caramel brown with white strips in it. And as you open the door kind of dings and has that nice little jingle to it. And in the windows are these beautiful desserts with caramel on them. And you actually do see some caramel apples that are just dripping with beautiful caramel lightly on them. Some of them have little decorations. There's actually ones that they look like unicorns and stuff like that.
Scout's like starts drooling a little bit.
I do too.
Winter
let's
pulls out
go inside.
like 2 handkerchiefs and just dabs at them.
Scout goes into the store. It's a little bell ring.
Yep, the little jingle on the bell, and the door opens, and as soon as you guys walk in, you just smell the smell of caramel and candies and chocolate and little pastries, and all along the walls are little pastries and whatnots in like little glass panels and stuff like that along the 2 sides walls. In the front is like a little desk, and in front of there is your Auntie Caramel, who is looking down. She immediately looks up as she sees you, and she's got like a little taffy cutie mark, and she's like this caramel color with white and like caramel hair mane, and she has like a little apron on that has little treats and like bonbons on it, and she looks over and she's like, "Is that you, Scout?
Hi!
Oh my goodness, you're so big!" And she comes running out from behind the thing, and she gives you like a good hug, and she's like, "What are you doing here in Baltimore? And who are these lovely ladies with you?"
These are my friends. This is Smiley Bright. This is Yo-Yo, and this is Winter Snow. Actually, did I point? I have no idea. This is right. This. I'm just going to point at the screen and hopefully I get it right. And we're just passing through Baltimore, but we were hoping to get some of your famous caramel apples.
Oh, for my knees, I'll get you anything. You know what? I'll get you all. Hold on a second. She runs behind and she comes out with this beautiful white tray, and each one of them it has like 4 delicious caramel candy apples, some of them like covered in chocolate, and some of them covered in all kinds of different like sprinkles and stuff like that, and it's on top of this beautiful plate.
I just want you to know I've had 4 slices of toast today. I am very hungry right now.
I'm sorry, I'll stop. We'll get through the food thing.
Does Smiley just like hoover them, like that like, and they just like go into her mouth,
into her mouth.
And then the core pops out.
Oh, well, it looks like y'all are hungry. I mean, I could give you some extras.
We're going on an adventure. We're going to make our way out to the Celestial Sea. If you had some we could take with us, that would be kind of amazing. Because I think Smiley has an appetite as big as
Smiley just sucks it in. She's already got like the whole apple. There's just a stick sticking out. Do the rest of you kind of grab one?
Yeah, I full on, I'm like, I grab one, and as I'm like chewing, I notice that the caramel's kind of sticking to my teeth, and I can't really talk as well as this is. And so my mouth is it's very hard for me to talk right now. So I'm like, thank you very much.
I love it. What about you, Winter?
I take one. Thank you.
Oh, it's so cute. Winter's so adorable. And as you say that, Scout, she's like, "Well, I think I could get you something. But why are you going to the Celestial Sea?"
Long story, Princess Celestia. Friendship is magic.
That's interesting. Does your mom know you're going out there? She's pulling some stuff, putting it in a bag, like a little pouch.
Definitely mentioned it to her.
Oh, that's interesting. She just said it's fine for you to come traveling out here by yourself?
Well, I'm not by myself. I have friends with me.
Oh, I guess that's true. I keep thinking about when you were just a little one. Oh, so precious.
Yo-Yo
Them little
said
freckles.
we needed to let you know that if we all die, you're to collect the corpses.
Yeah. It's only, customary.
Do you actually say that to her?
No, because Yo-Yo didn't say that.
You guys are so bad. And she hands you this little pouch, and it has like a bunch of little treats in it, so that you can put that in your pack.
Perfect.
You are so nice. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. I'm
There's
just going to store
probably
these in my saddlebag.
rations in there for you, or whatever they're called. Simple meals, the 8 simple meals. And is there anything else you wanted to do here at your aunt's house or your aunt's shop?
I don't think so. I think we're gonna swing by the toy store next.
Ooh, okay.
We need toys to
so-
go on an adventure with.
I mean, we don't have to
Now,
actually
like-
go inside of the toy store. I just want to see the location. Like, I just want to like literally pass by it and be like,
You want to take Smiley near a toy store, and you don't think that that's going to result in just going into a toy store?
I mean, she can go to the toy store whenever she wants, though. She can literally just ask me whatever she wants, like in
Yo-Yo
Ponyville.
didn't think this all the way through. But I think Scout has the map, and so she'll be like, Yo-Yo, where is it? And like tries to get Yo-Yo to give her like cross
It's
street.
that way. And I walk in the opposite directions of where I pointed. And I'm like, follow me.
Yeah, as you guys go following Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo, roll me a mind to see how well you navigate here.
If it's a 1, it's accurate. Yeah!
You are real bad at helping Scout navigate. So, Scout, I'm not going to give you a benefit on this roll.
No, that's fine. Does
you're
Scout even
gonna-
know where she's going? Like, she has to
I
like
don't
stop.
think you do, but let's just roll to see if you do
crit,
figure it out.
we figure it
Roll
out.
me a mind, and perhaps you figure it out, even though.
Oh!
Exploding hoof that shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
D
Okay. And an 8.
D10. Okay, so 8. That's still pretty amazing. So you start off with Yo-Yo guiding you, and Yo-Yo's like, it's that way. And you guys all go, and you go for a good 3 blocks. There's skyscrapers that are really beautiful. There's some
You could just like reach the water.
there's shops everywhere, and you're looking around, and Scout, you're looking down at your map and you're like, we're not going the right way. You're going towards the water, and you're pretty sure that you need to go that other direction.
Oh. I thought we were going to the river. I was very confused here.
I
I
think
just
it's
want
going
to
out
get wet.
to like Longmain Island.
As it's raining. Like,
Yeah, it's pouring rain right now.
Did anyone pack an umbrella? My map is getting wet.
well,
Your dry suit.
I got like my raincoat on, so I flick back the hood, and I'm like, you should have brought a raincoat, silly.
I mean, I'm wearing I think she's wearing a raincoat, but like that doesn't help her map. Like she's like
Yeah.
trying to like.
Yeah.
You've been holding it like underneath your thing, trying to keep it from getting wet.
Right, well, I think we need to like tuck it away. Like I think we need to go this way, Yo-Yo, because unless you want to take a really long route, we probably want to turn back the other way.
Yeah, I don't know where I was going anyway. So yeah, you lead the
Then
way.
why were you leading?
Oh, I thought you wanted me to lead you, so I just like faked it till I made it.
Oh my god, Yo-Yo, that doesn't work all the time. You can't just pretend to know something if you don't know it.
Why not? People do it all the time.
I have to agree because sometimes when you make a mistake, you learn faster.
Yeah, so I just make tons of mistakes and hope that the result comes faster.
Yeah, then
Well,
you
this
learn
time it didn't work. Ugh. It's like stomps the other way.
And you guys travel, you stomp off. Sorry, this is just too adorable. I just like I'm like watching you all in the background, just giggling. Like every single time, I'm like, this is pretty adorable. I could see this happening in My Little Pony. You trot off with Scout leading the way, and Yo-Yo and Smiley going on about how they do really believe that if you make mistakes, you learn faster. Why not make?
I really want to dive in the river, please.
And also, Smiley talking about how she really wants to dive in the river. Meanwhile, what are you doing as you're flying around Winter?
I'm mostly just very confused about where we're going. It's a very big city, and it's scary, and there's lots of ponies here, and you can't get away by flying because there's still skyscrapers. So...
Yeah, there's little carriages that go by, and every once in a while, one of them will splash water, and it kind of like freaks you out a little bit. There's people who like bump into you because the streets are filled with people. Like there's a lot of ponies that are all over the street. Like it's not just like you guys trotting along. Most of them all have umbrellas or like some kind of like little cute umbrella hat. Some of them are like hovering little things above them, like a lot of the unicorns are, and they're just making their way through. And as you continue onward, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, I'm seeing like how hesitant and scary like it is for Winter. And I turn to Winter and I'm like, silly, have you never been to a big city before? You have to walk with you have to trot with confidence. And I go to the front of the pack and I'm like, get out of here. And I'm like, get on like a city accent. I'm like, scram. I'm like, get out of our way.
You freak out some of the people that the cults that you walk by, and they're like, "What the heck?"
I'm like, you scamming my friend back here.
I am hiding behind Yo-Yo, like as low to the ground and tiny as possible, right up behind Yo-Yo.
Aw, cute. I love it.
Hey, I'm Cantor in here.
Hey, Cantor in here. That's pretty great. Nice mangled pork. I want to know how threatening you are, and I'm not sure what role.
Charm.
I feel like charm would be the role.
Yeah.
So
Maybe the lower the charm, the better.
no,
That's
I'd
just
still
you're
be
already
like
bad at
the
it.
higher the charm is. But let's
okay.
see how intimidating you are to these people or these ponies as you're walking by them, trying to show.
They're just looking at me like, ooh.
So, what happens when you roll a 1 is bad luck. So, as you're saying this, you're yelling at people, and you're like, "Hey, I'm Cantor in here." One of the ponies that you say this to is a very large stud, and he's bulky and he's white and he's got like lots of muscles. He's not even caring that it's raining. He does not have a raincoat on. He does not have like anything covering him. He's just embracing the rain, and he's like, "What'd you say to me?"
Oh, I see someone's got their toxic masculinity mask on today.
And he's like 3 times your size, and he looks down at you and he says, "Are you trying to pick a fight with me?"
No.
And then I step up to the big pony and I just look in his face and say, "Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by. If you smile through the fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you'll see the clouds come shining through. If winter lets it for you."
Aaron, have Smiley roll me a charm, and I'm going to lower the threshold of difficulty because that was beautiful.
And then I kick the shit out of that guy. No, I'm kidding.
7 is pretty great. I actually had this as a hard, and now it is less hard, which you exceed. So you sing to him, and as you do this and you tell him to smile, he actually slowly... He's got an angry face, and his angry face slowly becomes a smile, and it's almost like he can't control it. And he's like, "You're lucky you got that filly with you. She's a looker." And he kind of like gives you a wink. He gives Smiley a wink.
Is his cutie mark a fedora?
Stop.
It's actually like 2 dumbbells.
You couldn't get it if you wanted. Get out of here.
He kind of looks over at you, gives you like a scowling look, looks back at Smiley, winks at her again, and continues walking.
Oh my goodness. You're like perfect for the city, Smiley.
Thanks, I feel pretty good here.
As he
then
walks away, I would like to intensify the rain directly on top of him and make it cold, like ice cold rain.
Okay, roll me. I guess that would be your cloud wrangling.
Yep. I will get it.
A 5.
5.
Why is that red? Is it because it rolled a 1?
One of them was a 1. If you get any
interesting.
ones, it makes it.
The 5. Yeah, that's a pretty good roll. So you just want to, I will say that it probably doesn't do cold rain, but I will probably roll, you can totally have a cloud with like heavier rain going on him.
Yeah, definitely. And I'll just be like, no one picks on my friends.
And I'm actually going to have to take away a friendship token from you because that's not an act of friendship or kindness.
I am fine with that.
Wow. We've never had that happen before.
No, you've never had that happen. But it is a rule that if you do
it could happen
unfriendly, that you can lose a friendship token.
Just make him pour blood at this point. I mean, you already lost the token. Might as well go the extra mile.
I would like a lightning bolt to strike him.
Let's just murder him. Just kidding. Blame it on the weather.
This is the darker version of My Little Pony. Oh no.
Totally worth
Very
it.
uncomfortable.
Here's
And
our
as you guys
friendship.
continue
He's not
walking,
my
it's-
friend. They're my friends.
Yeah, but it's not a friend. Like, your job is to be friendly to every
stranger-
pony.
And a stranger is just a friend you haven't met yet.
See,
Yeah.
strangers are scary.
Oh, that was perfect.
But when they become your friend, they'll stop being scary.
I say murder him. Just kidding.
Quest for Princess Celestia.
Yeah, so as you guys continue, you go probably 2 or 3 or 4 more blocks until you finally see the shop. What does your mom's original toy shop look like, Yo-Yo?
So it is a lot smaller, but a lot longer. So I imagine it in. Shut up, E. So, shut up, E. So it's basically, I imagine it's like a converted alleyway. So it's like it used to be an alleyway, and they turned it into like a shopping area of sorts. So when you walk inside, it's very hodgepodge. There's like shelves all over the place and random spots, but there's somewhat of like organization to it. Like, you know, up in the top left, weird corner, catty corner to the tops, you'll see like the yo-yos, and then over here you'll see like the stuffed animal section. Over here you're gonna maybe find some board games, but like it's like you have to like maneuver between like boxes of like toys and stuff to get to where you need to go, but it's very well decorated.
Yeah. And that's what you guys see as you walk forward and you see this cute little shop. In the windows, there's like a little makeshift, toy thing that kind of looks like a little scenery. Like all of her shops, she always has little sceneries done in the windows to kind of draw you in and to look into the shop.
This one's called Cthulhu.
What is today's window scenery? Before we have like little dinosaurs attacking the other things.
I'm gonna say the scenery that, since it's a different owner, it probably wouldn't be as weird. Like there's someone that's managing this place.
Yeah, the other manager. Your mom still owns the shop. It's just somebody
Yeah.
else is managing it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I would imagine that it is probably based off how dirty this place is right now, like in terms of this organization, it probably hasn't been changed in a while. So it probably still shows stuff regarding the like winter time. So it's like a nativity set, but with ponies. And there's a little bit of dust on it, and you're like, oh, this hasn't been changed in a while.
Yeah, there's like it's fall right now, so that would actually fit.
So then it's like a beach. How about
yeah,
that?
it's like a little beach setting with like 2 beach balls, and there's like a little lawn chair that like a kid's lawn chair that's like brightly decorated and cutesy. There's like a sandcastle bucket and like a little sand shovel that's in there, and they're all bright colors and cute, but that's within the window. It doesn't all make sense. There's not like a story that's happening there. It's just like a bunch of summer stuff all in the window together.
Yeah.
Are you planning on going in, or are you just looking at it from the outside?
I just want to look at it from the outside just so I can like get a little bit nostalgia, because I don't really know the manager that well. Like I don't really know anyone there because I haven't been here since I was a filly, and my mom handles
So as
stuff.
you guys walk up, and this is what you're seeing as a group. What do you say to the rest of your crew here?
I have so many memories in this place. Well, actually, not really. I have a really bad memory, but like the memories that I do remember of this place, like see that corner over there, and I like point over to where there's used to be like there's like a bunch of like board games and stuff like that, like through the window. I'm like, I remember one time I ate so much cake that my mom made for me, I vomited profusely everywhere. It was like literally a swimming pool of vomit. It was so gross, but it was so much fun to clean up with my mom afterward. It was such a good bonding experience with her.
Oh my god!
Winter snow is now slightly green tinged.
That's how Yo-Yo's mind works, you know? She remembers weird stuff. And over there where the stuffed animals are, I remember one time that I once put on the cutest little dance recital for my mom. I didn't even know like how to properly move my hooves yet, but I'm telling you, I was giving off such great ballerina vibes. And yeah, that's about it. That's about all the memories. Everything else is, just a blank slate. Thanks for bringing me here, guys.
Yay!
The delayed yay. Everyone's processing the puke comment.
I guess you get one yay. Winter
Is slightly tinged green because she ate the toffee apple so quick, and now she's feeling a little bit queasy after that story.
What about you, Scout?
She's probably rolling her eyes. Just like, oh.
But seriously.
She's a little annoyed at Yo-Yo right now.
That's true. It did take you longer. It's going to take you longer to get to where you need to go because you went the wrong direction for quite some time.
If Yo-Yo could just stay focused on something for long enough, maybe these things wouldn't happen.
Are you saying that to her?
No, this is what she's
okay.
feeling right now.
She's like, okay.
But she wasn't really, she was like, okay, whatever, Yo-Yo's talking right now. Looking at stuff.
I'm gonna get us an Uber, and it's a carriage.
Wait, isn't Uber like a bear?
A hoofer?
Uber. Yeah, hoofer.
Hoofer.
Yeah.
Hoofer!
Yeah, there's like some carriages that are being pulled by other ponies that you could totally flag down one and get one.
I'm gonna pay with my bits so we could all get to the train a little bit faster.
Okay, so you guys are trying to get to the edge of the town to get towards the
heading to the coast.
Yeah.
Okay, you're heading to the coast. Are you going to try to take this to the coast or?
No, I just to the train. Well, it depends. How far is it?
We're not taking the train anymore. I think we have to go from
we have to go
somewhere in town to the edge. Like, is there a bus? Is there like a little port town we can get to?
Well, you can take this carriage to the edge of town, but I don't think that once you guys hit the edge of town and it becomes like the grassland to the peninsula of the horseshoe, the upper horseshoe, they're probably not going to be willing to drive you out there. So you might have to walk, like hoof it.
We'll do that. We'll do that then.
Yeah, Scout might also ask around, like, looking at a map, is there a road or anything out there, or is it like we have to walk to this point?
Yeah, so you guys get inside of the cart. I'll say you flag one down. You get into the trolley and you're all in there, and the gentleman or the gentle colt who's riding along and kind of taking you guys there has like a little umbrella thing that he's got on him, and he's pulling you guys through. And go ahead and ask your question.
Hi, I'm just like leaning forward and to get some. So we're trying to get to, and she like points on the map to here. Is there a road or anything that we can take from where we are here? And she points on the map. Or do we need to be walking from here? And she points to the edge of the city.
I mean, if you're looking for a vehicle, I don't know anybody who's going to drive you out there. There might be someone, but I'd say hooving is going to be the best route.
Okay, then
it's
can you
flat
get us
land though? But why would you want to go out there?
No reason. Well, I mean, we're on a quest
For Princess Celestia. I whispered to Scout.
for Princess Celestia. It's a very important quest. It's a friendship quest.
Princess Celestia.
Really dangerous, and we're all gonna die.
Why?
I'm out.
Why would she be sending you guys out here?
Nah.
Well, there is a pretty view there, so if she just wants a picture, it's kind of a rainy day though. He's trotting along.
We're gonna get on a boat at some point, and then that boat's gonna take us somewhere out into the Celestial Sea.
That seems dangerous.
Yep. And she's like smiles.
But we also have all of this awesome suits and all of this awesome stuff that if something happens, we're gonna be okay.
He's trotting. The trot actually slows down as he's looking back to see what gear you have.
Proof.
That's what the shark repellent's for, Winter. Don't worry.
Okay.
And I'm like leaning over to the guy. So, would you happen to have any stew upon you, sir?
he kind of looks around and he looks back at you and he's like, no. Where would I keep my stew? This would not be an ideal situation for stew. I mean, I do like me some stew though.
Oh, do you know?
I feel like Yo-Yo's treating
what
stew
pony
like
doesn't like stew?
drugs. Just like Yo-Yo's like, do you have stew? I need stew.
Stew?
I need stew.
Huh?
Yeah, I need stew. I'll pay you. I'll pay you double. I need the stew. I need the stew. I need it.
I'm sorry. I just really want to cozy up to a big old bowl of stew. This rain
You're
I'm, like,
making
looking
me
over.
want stew because the
starting
rain stew would be warming my
stew as a
belly.
person, like a pony. He trots on and as you're going on about stew. Unless you have another question for him.
I do have one more. So I'm like,
Okay.
so, sir, how much is it going to cost us to take this carriage to the edge of town? Like, bits wise.
Oh, it's usually around 10 bits.
How much would it cost for you to take us further to the coast? And I'm like jingling, like I jingle like my hindquarters to the saddlebag that has my bits in it, and you hear the jingle of the bits.
You're jingling your bits.
Yeah, jingling my bits.
Jingling your bits. You jingle your bits at him, and he's like,
Yo-Yo uses power bottom.
Margaret just said you're jiggling your bits at him out loud.
Yo-Yo's using her power bottom.
Lauren's done.
You know what? You need for the cult to do something. You jingle your bits and you use that power bottom. It's fine. It's nothing wrong with that.
Sponsored by Rule 34.
Yo-Yo jingles her bits, and the pony looks out, and as you reach the end of because you reach the end of the town, and you're saying this to him, and he looks out, and he's like, I don't know, my cart might not make it out that far.
Is the road like not secured or anything?
What road? And he's looking out, and he's pointing. You can see there's no road. It's just like grass, and it goes for miles.
Yeah,
But
that
you
might,
do see the water now. It's really pretty.
that might pose a problem. All right, I've been convinced. I telekinesis 10 bits.
Okay, so you're not going to try to convince him? All right.
No,
he takes 10
just
bits.
because that just seems dangerous. Like trying to like take a cart through
You
grass.
might have been able to charm him into doing it. You take the 10 bits, make sure you remove those from your thing, and then you guys stop off of it, and he's like, well, I hope you guys have a good adventure. Be careful out there.
Why do we have to be careful? Are there sharks?
I think there
I
might
have
be
shark
sharks.
repellent. It doesn't matter, Winter.
Are there bear sharks?
I have shark repellent for that.
There are bugbears up north.
Are they like
Ooh.
bugs? But they're like the size of bears.
They're bugbears. They're pretty big.
Winter hides under the cart.
Are they bugs or bears?
I don't think they look like bugs at all. I think they're more like bears.
Well,
I'm
that's a
not really
weird
sure
name
about
then.
the bug part, though. Maybe it's because they bug you?
Yeah, well, I'm sure it'll be fine.
All right. Y'all have a nice, hopefully the weather gets better. And he trots off. And as he trots off, Winter underneath the cart slowly goes away from you, and you're just sitting there underneath where the cart was, and a cart goes away, and now you're...
I'm just hiding. I'm like, oh, okay.
And as you guys look out, you see a huge coastal line that goes for miles north and miles south. Across the oceanway or the seaway, you can kind of see a glimpse of land off in the distance. Those of you who know cartography more, probably venture out of all the people, know that like across from Baltimore is a Griffinstone. So that's probably kind of the area that you're seeing off in the distance. Those of you who don't know that kind of stuff, you probably don't know. You're like, there's land over there. And you know that at the edge of this peninsula is the Celestial Sea. It is vast. It is huge. It's beautiful though. But it is raining, so the water's kind of hitting it and splashing.
Also, I don't know if anyone can hear my cat, but
yes.
I can hear your cat.
yep,
That's
that's
cute.
the cat.
So,
Yep. She's
so
left.
where's the boathouse again?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think it's all the way at the end of the peninsula. Gee, it'd be real nice if some pony could help us out with this rain. And she just sort of looks at Winter.
Ooh,
I would say that's so much shade, but it is cloudy, so...
Blunt, what can I say?
That's true, though. Like, we've been just walking through the rain this entire time when someone could have just easily made it not rain on us.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could have had your dry suit on, I'm just saying.
But
Are you also wearing the flippers?
she most definitely is wearing the flip.
Obviously.
That's what I thought.
You have the helmet on too?
Yeah,
No,
otherwise
my
her mane will
feather
get
hat.
wet.
I'm rocking
Oh,
my
you have the
feather
feather hat on. You don't have the helmet on right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, my feather hat's dripping.
Oh dear. So
But the plants need the rain.
Scout says that and then just like sees the edge of the peninsula and is like, well, I guess we're gonna have to hoof it, and starts walking.
Okay, but
All right.
fine.
Yeah, and as you hoof it,
I'm gonna try and clear the rain.
okay.
Because
And
I'm
as
not
you're
good.
hoofing it, Scout, you do notice that there is a harbor, like the main harbor in the bay, which I think is called like Moonstone or something like that, or I think it's something stone. Or yeah, hold on. I'm like trying to remember what the name of that place is specifically. It's hard to read. Oh, Horseshoe Bay. That's what it is. This is a horseshoe. How did I not think of that? I keep saying horseshoe and then forgetting that that's the bay. So you do know that there's like a little harbor in the Horseshoe Bay, but that's not specifically where it's marked on your map that you got from Princess Celestia. Like the marker specifically is at that north part of the horseshoe.
She like does that glance, like I see this. Gonna trust Princess Celestia. Like I feel like it would be foolish not to.
Okay. And Winter, you are doing some cloud
I cleared
wrangling.
like 2 clouds, and that was it.
Yeah. So you start to part ways some clouds. You guys see Winter flying up there trying to part them, but doesn't really for a moment. There's a moment above Scout where there isn't rain for like a second. And then another second where there's no rain. And then it all just comes pouring back out again.
Like all the rain that had been saved up for the several seconds, it just goes.
Yeah. knocks everyone down like
Not me.
Oh, super soggy feathers.
Did you guys want to talk about anything as you're venturing
Yeah.
forward?
I was gonna.
You have probably 3 or 4 miles of walking. It's gonna be.
So I'm gonna start bringing up conspiracy theories. So I'm like,
Go ahead.
so just a random thought that came into my head. How do we know for sure that Princess Celestia is the one sending us on this mission? Like, she never once actually confirmed that it was her. And like, I didn't notice a signature, or maybe there was, maybe there wasn't. I don't know.
Understand why a stranger would tell the 4 of us to do anything, because that's sweet.
Oddly specific.
I don't understand why there would be like changelings or why there would be nightmare worms. Like, there's a lot of weird stuff that happens to us.
That's a very good point, and I concede mine.
I mean, you would think that if Princess Celestia was the one to make us do all of this, she probably would have had a better avenue or like something to like make this a lot easier. I have full confidence that this is definitely the work of wait, I gotta think of a good.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Say it. Say it.
Slow motion.
Yo-Yo says it in slow motion, and then Scout's hoof comes in from off screen. And
Except it's just Yo-Yo hitting herself.
All of you roll me mind checks.
oh god, it is Cult Thulu. We're all doomed.
Oh, 2. Oh no, I had a 7.
Winter,
Exploding
roll a exploding hoof.
5.
5. Okay. Scout. Well, Winter, you remember that. Oh, actually, Scout and Winter, because you guys got the same letter. Scout, even though you were, or Snow, Winter, even though you were hiding underneath the kitchen table, you were peeking out and looking, and you did see the seal of Celestia on the scroll that you received. And Scout, you remember seeing that seal, as well as there was a signature at the end of your letter that you received.
There was a seal.
Just like
She always
rolls her
sends seals.
eyes. And then just gestures at Winter when Winter speaks.
But Yo-Yo, you totally agree with, or Smiley, you totally agree with Yo-Yo that you're not sure if Princess Celestia actually sent you this letter.
I'm just saying, like, it's very fishy I'm pointing at the ocean. Like,
You said fishy.
I did. That was me. I said that.
They were seals, not fish.
Seals.
Okay.
It was definitely Princess Celestia. Let's go. Come on.
Okay, fine. I'm just saying we have to be prepared for everything that could occur on this mission. Like, there's so many possibilities. Oh my gosh, there's so many possibilities. Then I just like shut up and I'm just like, as I'm walking, I'm like overthinking everything now.
But what if? I sidle up to Yo-Yo. What if Cult Thulu shows up?
Oh, we are most certainly going to go possibly insane and probably be converted into cultists. But it's spelled COLTIST.
I feel like maybe the shark repellent will help in that case.
Don't you know, silly? Cult Thulu is one part pony / cult and one part calamari.
What's a calamari?
Exactly. You don't even have to worry about it because my mom made this spray and she just put shark on it, but it'll repel any kind of monster. My mom's a genius. You're welcome.
Wow. That explains why I didn't want to go anywhere near that.
Can I have a look at it? Winterlake reaches up and turns it around, and the camera zooms in, and it says, license for use against sharks, bears, blah, blah, blah. And then someone down at the bottom says, not for use against Cult Thulu.
Do not get sprayed into the eyes. You most likely will go blind. Like, flush
Do not
eyes
give to
immediately.
kids, trolls, young ponies.
So we've never really tried. It's never been tested on a Cthulhu yet.
So it's not certified for use because the FDA can't approve it
try
without a test
it.
subject.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
the important part.
I'm just saying, Scout, you can't dash all these ideas. What would Daring Do? Do.
Like at this point, Scout is just kind of like trudging on while they're having these conversations. Like, I just wanted to go on an adventure. Now they're talking about conspiracy theories. This is the worst.
Wait. Does Winter hear that?
Probably.
Okay, Winter hears that. Winter's thing is loyalty. So Winter wants Scout to be happy doing what Scout does. So Winter is going to try once more to try and part the clouds, but not instead of just clearing all the clouds, just part an avenue. Just an avenue for us.
All right, I'll let you do this.
I'm gonna try.
Go ahead, you can try.
Double 8s, they both explode.
Explode.
Oh yeah, that's 2 10s. Is an 8 enough?
An 8. You're just trying to part them so
Just
that
a
like
little
like,
avenue,
just make it
Moses.
as
I'm trying to
as
Moses
she's
it.
walking. Yeah, I will say with an 8 for sure. Like that's an extremely hard roll. So sure.
Okay, so I part them and I fly one way and the clouds kind of shimmer a little bit, and then I fly really fast the other way and I'm a sonic boom all the way, and it kind of makes the clouds go.
Yeah, and as the clouds part, this little sliver of light comes shining through from the clouds down, and it looks like as Scout is walking forward, that this beam of light is just falling upon her like an angel as she's walking.
And then Winter's gonna fly down next to Scout and be like, okay, Scout, I'm really scared and probably going to be eaten by sharks or Cult Thulu, but I'm here for you. Squeezes her eyes closed.
Scout, like, even though she's wearing like a raincoat, is definitely still like dripping with water, and just sort of stops and like, you know, the sad like wet pony face, and then kind of looks over at Winter and is like, thank you, gives her a hug, and then starts walking. And then like takes a deep breath and she's like, maybe we will find Cult Thulu, maybe we won't, maybe we'll find sharks or bear sharks or bugbears or bug sharks, shark bugs. Whatever we find, I'm glad I'm finding it with you.
And Winter Snow's gonna walk with her, and then I'm gonna try and do this on the spot. Should I try and do it in Winter Snow pitch, or should I try and do it in my pitch?
Definitely try it with just no pitch first.
God.
If you're gonna sing us a song, you have to do that.
These hoofs were made for walking, and that's just what they do. One of these days, these hoofs are gonna do like Daring Do.
Oh,
There you
that's
go.
cute. And as the crew continues walking forward, Winter, get a friendship token back. I'll give that back to you. That was a kind thing that you did. And they walk valiantly forward until they reach the edge of the peninsula. And I'll describe to you what it looks like after this short break.
Okay,
Dun, dun,
so
dun.
short break will be happening. Feel free to enjoy some lovely fan art for 8 minutes. We will be back in
Kitty,
8 minutes
what's your
time.
kitty's name, Aaron?
Mimi.
Mimi.
Aw. She's huge.
Wow, that is a very proud kitty with that. Nice.
Mhm.
Give me the pet.
But we will be back in 8 minutes. Feel free to enjoy the fan art in the meantime, but we will be back shortly. Until then, get yourself a bio break, check out the Patreon and stuff, and
Get
enjoy
ready for
friendship.
the adventure that's about to happen.
Cult Thulu. Sharks.
I know we haven't used any friendship tokens, and I'm scared.
I'm like, the good part is coming.
Yeah.
I was gonna.
Well, the
gonna use
adventure,
friendship
the good part for
tokens
Scout. The other part was probably fun for everyone else.
Okay, see you in a minute. Hello, welcome back to being adorable ponies.
Welcome back. 8-Bit was trying to find a raincoat. He's put on 3 different raincoats now. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
One,
And
like,
Lauren
really
told him to take
small
each
for
one off in
him.
turn.
Adorable. So we'll just recap quickly for those of you who are just tuning in. This is part 2 of episode 3 for Friendship is Magic, our Roll4it My Little Pony campaign, where we're using the Tails of Equestria system, which has really been a very nice, simple system, which is nice. We started off in Ponyville on a rainy day, and all of our lovely ponies got a letter from Celestia asking for some help with something that's in the Celestial Sea. Now, they've traveled from Ponyville all the way to Baltimore on a train, even helped out a little filly who was on the wrong train, going the wrong direction. And while they were in Baltimore, Venture got to see her aunt Caramel, and they got some treats and extra snacks for their adventure. And Yo-Yo stopped by and saw his mom's old shop, well, her first shop in Baltimore, where they all just kind of looked into the shop, didn't really stay too long, and then they went on their way, and now they've traversed from Baltimore to the edge of the upper horseshoe of Horseshoe Bay. And as they've reached the end of it, they look out at the vast celestial sea. It's gorgeous. There's waves crashing up against the sand, and it's quite beautiful. It's also rainy and gloomy, and you can't really see too far out in the distance. There's like this light fog on it, and it's almost like it's getting thicker, and it kind of looks green in some places. And as you look out, you see something kind of moving towards you. It kind of flickers in the distance, and it slowly gets closer and closer. And as it gets closer, you can tell that, oh, it's a little boat. Looks like a little boat. And there's one little pole with a lantern that's hanging on it. And it kind of gets closer and closer to you until it lands, and it kind of hits the edge of the sand and sits there. There's no one on the boat. But, Scout, as you look down at your map, that boat looks like it's exactly where that X is on your map.
Well, I won't say this is what I expected, but it seems to be right. All right, everybody get in.
Klaatu, Barada, Niktu. She says as she stares at the boat, seeing if it'll do anything. Okay, we're good.
Nothing happens to the boat. It stays there. It lightly moves with the waves, because the waves come crashing every so often, and the boat moves, but it keeps coming back, and it stays right up against the shore.
And there's no one on the boat?
No one's on the boat.
I don't know about you guys, but mysteriously moving boats is par for the course when it comes to Cthulhu activity.
It also is exciting and adventurous.
Oh, I'm not doubting that at all. If Cthulhu's in that ocean, I am definitely diving in.
Why do you care about Cthulhu so much?
I care about all sorts of creepy, weird, strange, monstrous things. I've got a book on it. It's kind of a big deal.
Also, I'm thinking we may not meet Cthulhu, but we might make some other new friends.
Exactly.
Do you all get on the boat?
Yes.
With
Next thing you're going to be
trepidation.
doing is talking about Sasquatches and Wendigos.
Yo-Yo did it yesterday.
Yeah.
I could definitely talk your ear off about, wait, I'm thinking of a good pun. Instead of Wendigos, we've got,
The funny part is Wendigos actually exist in My Little Pony.
oh, they do?
They
Oh,
do, yeah.
What about Sasquatch? A sassy squatch?
That's what I thought as well. Yeah.
Oh, dang it.
Do you guys all get on the boat?
Yes.
We've
Well,
tried
I don't
yeah.
know.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes. Especially after I said what I said and nothing really happened. I leap onto it.
Okay, yeah, you leap onto the boat. It kind of rocks back and forth as you leap. Everyone else is like kind of holding on and keeping themselves on the boat. And you get on the boat, and the odd thing about it is when you get on the boat, it's raining, right? But specifically when you get on this boat, there's no rain. You see the rain falling around you and above you, but it's almost like you're in like a bubble. And
Nice
there's
job,
no-
Winter.
That wasn't me.
What?
Put your dry suits on?
That was me. Oh, you're talking about the rain.
And as you say that, the boat slowly sways a bit and moves outwards away from the shoreline, and you start slowly moving away. This is your like last moment where you could leap off the boat if you wanted.
The boat's possessed. It's being controlled by ghosts. We won't ever be able to escape.
It's
I thought that was
probably
a good.
magic. No, like unicorns.
Also,
Oh,
I
I can
think
fly.
that you don't know what is happening, and I don't know what is happening, but both Yo-Yo and I can move the boat anytime we want using our telekinesis to go
Let's-
to a place.
Plus, you could just fly back to the shore if you were really a scaredy pony.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What?
But then you would be by yourself on the shore in the middle of nowhere, kind of far from Baltimore.
With the Wendigos and the Sassy Squatches.
Yeah,
Okay.
might be Wendigos and Sasquatches.
So you see-
Sasquatches.
You see Yo-Yo like really like she's like chewing on her hoof a little bit. She's thinking. She's like, okay, let me just pick your brains a little bit more here. So, you mean to tell me Princess Celestia, the super
Yes.
smart, super awesome, most amazingest pony ever,
Mm-hmm.
somehow got a magic boat to randomly show up at a randomized specific location and like totally just let any pony on? You mean to tell me that like literally any pony could have come over here and just gone on this boat?
I mean, we don't know that. Did any other pony try to get on this boat?
As
Maybe
it
it
is
wouldn't
pretty-
have worked if they did.
As the boat pans away, the camera looks over, and you see in the water below where the boat was the corpses of other ponies who tried to get on the boat.
No.
So I have another theory. Can we actually try moving this boat with our telekinesis? I want to see if it's actually a strong pull of magic.
I want to do it with Yo-Yo so we can see what happens when we use both of our powers at the same time for
Yeah.
awesome.
You can definitely try.
I mean, I'm sure we're not going to actually move it, but I want to see how powerful this magic is that's pulling this boat.
This is going to be pretty hard. Like almost.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I mean,
almost
I
impossible.
that's fine.
But
I assume we're not going to actually move
You
it.
never know. Go ahead and roll me your telekinesis. Lauren, you've been having struggle today knocking stuff over. What's going on? Jeez Louise. An 8 and a 7. You don't quite make it, but I'm going to describe what happens here as you guys try. So the boat's moving out, and as you guys move further and further away from the shoreline, you look out and the shoreline starts getting foggy, and that green light that was kind of emanating from a distance is now all around you. And as you both put your horns together, and you have like this little glimpse of magic that goes around. It is quite beautiful. It actually like spans out this gorgeous translucent magic that goes all around you and all around the rafter boat that you're on, or the boat that you're on. And it's almost like you guys envelop the whole boat, and then you try really hard. Which direction are you guys trying to move the boat? Are you trying to move it
I like
towards-
away.
away from the?
Yeah, to like stop us from moving. I want to see like how hard this.
Are you trying to
pull
stop
is.
it from moving?
Yeah.
Yeah, you both are trying to stop it from moving, and you almost for a moment get it to stop, but then something pulls it and breaks that, and your magic is a little shattered, and it starts crumbling, and you're trying so hard, and it's actually like really, really hard for you guys. But you do stop the boat for a moment, and then it slowly starts moving again, and the magic, you guys get like kind of exhausted from trying to make this happen. And the magic around starts slowly dissipating, and the little sparkles all around you guys start going away.
While they're doing that, can I talk to Scout?
Yeah, you can totally talk to Scout.
Scout,
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to ask you something. Yo-Yo
What's that?
Yo-Yo was talking about how you become a princess the other day, and I was just wondering if it was true.
Wait, when I became a princess?
No, about how one would become a princess.
I think you have to do something really important and really awesome,
Oh.
and then you become a princess.
Yo-Yo said there were tests involved, and Yo-Yo said that one of them was you had to like. So look closer. You had to be able to pee through 40 mattresses.
She did say that.
I don't think she meant it the way you think she meant it.
How else do you pee through 40 mattresses?
Celestia's got a bladder like no other.
Do you want to be a princess?
Doesn't everyone?
I don't.
Wait, we're concentrating on telekinesis, I thought. Yeah.
Right.
Being a princess kind of means you're probably going to be stuck in a palace and you don't get to go on cool adventures like this. Like, obviously, Princess Celestia could totally do this way more easily than we could, but she's got to go to all her princessly duties. So we get to do it, and that sounds way more fun. Why do you want to be a princess?
Because then I wouldn't. No reason.
I didn't hear you. You need to be louder.
No reason. I was just wondering.
Oh, well, if you want to be a princess, you totally can.
But then I won't get to hang out with you and go on
That is probably true.
cool adventures.
Are you suggesting there's something uncool about our adventure?
No. It's scary.
Yeah, but being scary and being cool are not mutually exclusive. Most cool things are a little bit scary. Otherwise, they're not worth doing.
What are you guys blabbering about back there?
I take it you couldn't move this thing.
There is some serious magic pulling this thing.
Yeah, probably like celestial magic.
Yeah, but like, wouldn't she have to be here for that to like happen?
I don't know. What if she made this boat and enchanted it? Isn't that a thing that unicorns can do?
I don't know. You
Look.
tell me. Oh wait, I'm a unicorn.
Yeah.
You tell me.
Yeah, you and
Do
you
I
and,
know me?
You and Smiley are both unicorns.
I know. She's like,
Is
she's just
Yo-Yo
having like
self-aware?
an
I do
identity
not know.
crisis. Like, she's like, wait. But no, that's not the case. What's this weird green glow? I'm sorry, but unicorn magic doesn't like showcase green glowy magic to my knowledge. I
It's
think.
like glowy. It's just not green.
Yeah.
Sure. I don't know. Look, it was definitely Princess Celestia's signature. She gave me a map with this exact location on it, and this boat showed up exactly in the right spot, exactly where we were supposed to be, which probably means that the only ponies who were going to be able to get on this boat were us.
Okay. But
And if you want to go on some weird, crazy conspiracy theory, then be my guest.
May
I'm
I
just
roll
saying-
a mind to check if there is some sort of weird, crazy conspiracy theory, or whether this is natural pony magic?
Ooh, that would be a mind.
Also, I'm wondering, since I have a force field thingy now, can I use it for us while we're on the boat so people feel safer?
You could. I think it might be a one-time use thing, so double check on that because it might not be worth using it right now when you're not in imminent danger.
Oh.
But yeah, you can look at that.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't write the description down here.
I'm looking it up though.
Oh, you're looking at okay.
I got a 2.
You got a 2, and that was specifically to know if this was
Weird magic, or normal pony magic, or some sort of cult Thulu thing.
maybe I'll roll for that as well. I'm gonna roll for that as well because I mean I'm the one that's posing the question.
The green glow, you think it's fog, like green
It's
fog.
probably just green fog, which is totally normal and natural.
Can I roll for that as well?
Yeah. It would be a mind to know.
Okay. I'm gonna use a friendship token.
To reroll or two
Ooh,
to
roll a
d20?
d20?
Yeah, I'll spend 2.
You're gonna spend 2. Okay.
Or no, wait. Because one's a reroll, 2's a
D20.
D20. Okay, yeah. Because something's fishy here.
It's probably the sea.
Yeah. Oh. Well, that sucks.
With a 5, you do think there's something eerily weird about the fog. There is a green light coming from it, so there's something definitely affecting the fog. You're not sure quite what it is. At first glance, you're looking over the ledge of the boat, and it kind of looks like the fog might be reflecting the green in the water. So there's some green glow kind of far in the distance where you're going, and it looks like maybe that green glow is kind of reflecting into the fog that you guys are experiencing.
So basically, I'm getting an idea about this. It might be imminent death.
I don't think so. It might be an intimate friendship.
It's
That
just
too.
fog.
They're interchangeable. Winter.
It's like, no.
Looks like you can use your force field kind of whenever you want. But you have to explain to me how big you want the force field to be, and depending on how big it is, it's going to be like a harder difficulty. So for like a small object like a book, it would be only a 4 difficulty. To like put a force field around like Scout, for instance, that would be like a 6 difficulty. And then to like shield a whole entire town would be like a 12 difficulty.
So I'm going to just remind you, Scout, that I have a force field, and perhaps you can remind me to use it when we might need it.
Yes.
That's awesome. Thanks, friend.
I will definitely remind you to protect us in the face of imminent danger.
Perfect. That sounds
I
like
might be yelling, but I'll do it.
we're gonna be fine, guys. We're gonna be fine. Let's go make new friends and play. Blink, blink, blink.
And as you get closer and closer to where this boat's destination is, the fog around you gets thicker and thicker, except for around the little bubble that you're in your boat. So as you look at it, it's almost like all you see is cloud and like this giant green fog around you that becomes thicker and thicker, like it's almost the consistency of a cloud. And you would know that for sure, winter snow. And the boat all of a sudden lunges forward and then stops. And you kind of feel like this motion, and it sways back and forth until it completely stops moving. And the force field that was kind of like around you guys slowly starts dissipating, and you can see the magic slowly start dissipating from the top of it. And the fog starts rolling in and kind of goes all the way around you, and almost like you can breathe it in. And as you breathe that in, it's got like a really dense, like watery taste to it. It doesn't smell bad or anything like that. It just smells like musty, kind of. I mean, I guess that could be bad, but not like, doesn't like induce vomiting or anything like that.
I'm gonna put on my wetsuit or my dry suit.
Okay. Put on your dry suit.
Yeah.
I think Smiley's already had hers on the entire time.
It's bold and gorgeous. You're welcome.
So sweaty. Does it look like we need to go in I mean, we just sort of stopped in the middle of the water, right? There's no land.
Yeah, there's no land that you can tell. You just see like fog around you, and as you look at the edge of the boat, to look and like investigate, it'll take like a mind. But from just looking over the edge of the boat, you just see water all around you.
Let's do a little look-see loo.
Can I attempt
see
with my
what's down
cloud
there.
wrangling to clean out the fog
Yeah, I
a
have
little
no
bit so we
idea.
can see further?
Yeah, you can totally do that.
Scout is probably going to fall in.
That is a 7.
7. Ooh, a 7's really good. Actually, Winter, as you kind of move your wings and you make the green cloud and fog dissipate around Scout, Scout looks over the edge, and because you're making this wind, you actually push Scout over. Because a 1 is unlucky, and Scout splashes into the water. And I don't think Scout said she put her on her wetsuit or anything yet.
No, she looked in the water first, so she's gonna be all drippy wet
Tilts
now.
over as the wind pushes her over, and she falls into the water. And you guys can all clearly see this as
I
you see
fly
Scout
down
go
and
in.
try and catch her and bring her up on deck.
The tentacles
Because
come out. No.
For now, because like you parted the ways, you can actually see a little bit more of the water as like the fog kind of dissipates around, and you see Scout fall into it. And yeah, that one spot where Scout fell in, the water is glowing brightly green. And Scout, you fall into the water, and you can see the glowing down below. But obviously, you're a little bit distracted because you're splashing around.
Can I attempt to grab
Gonna,
Scout?
like, pick herself out of the water and like get on the boat and like shake herself off as much as she can and pull one of the towels out from their bags and like dry herself off and then put her dry suit on.
All right, that's going to take a little bit of time.
Can I attempt to dry her by spinning around her really fast and creating like a blow dry effect?
You know what?
Yeah, I would allow that.
I think as Winter starts
3.
doing that, she's like, Winter, I don't need you to do, I'm fine. Last time it didn't help.
Yeah, it doesn't help this time really either. It does make you more dry, but your hair is very poofy. And it's kind of hard for you to get your hair into your helmet.
I can help with that. I have a grooming kit.
It does have a grooming kit. And I believe that lowers the difficulty, so
It
just
up,
go
it
ahead
ups
and...
my dice, actually. It ups the dice.
Oh
one
yeah, it
level.
ups the dice, yeah.
So is that a mind?
Yeah, well, it could be a charm.
I'll go with charm. I'm happy to do that. So that's a D.
Yeah, because you're trying to make her look...
8 now. 4. Do
Okay.
I make Scout's hair better?
Yeah, I'll say you do make Scout's hair better. I don't think that making someone's hair is a very difficult task.
Yeah.
So if you're just trying to make it like look normal, you're not trying to dress it up in a fancy like hairstyle or anything like that.
No, I'm just trying to make it like...
Scout, yeah,
normal.
your hair is tamed a little bit better. Doesn't
Like,
quite have the curl that it normally has, but yeah.
puts the helmet on. And then it's like, okay, let's try this again.
Wait,
There was
wait,
something glowing down there, every pony, so
Wait.
let's go for it.
wait. I get my rope out, and I tie one end to the ship, and then I tie it to us, and I put my bracelet on.
Okay. So you're all going to be tied to the boat?
Yep.
I'm not.
God damn it.
I'm not saying that styling your hair is easy, peeps. I'm just saying like to do like a normal hair.
Brushing someone's hair
brushing
isn't
hair
that
is
hard.
fine, yeah. I'm saying like if Winter was trying to like style it in like a beautiful thing or trying to make it curly and
Well,
gorgeous.
4's still
then I
like
would say,
moderately hard, isn't it, for 4?
yeah,
So like
it's not a hard task to just comb your hair.
Yeah. I have
yeah.
5 rope. So I don't know how much each rope is, but that is 5 worth of rope.
Okay. 5 rope. You have 5 rope and you're going to tie up 5 rope. Are you putting like 1 rope in between each of you, or how are you doing that?
Would it be
exactly?
I'm not gonna have any rope on me. I'm like, this just sounds like it's gonna get tangled and become a mess.
But then you won't be able to find your way back to the surface.
Well, I should be able to, because up is up and down is down and left is right and left, right, left, up, down. Just go to the surface. We're good.
I was talking to pony divers, and they say they get confused when they're down below all the time.
I mean, you got pretty lost earlier, Yo-Yo. Are you sure you can find your way out of the water?
But that was on land, silly. This is water. It's much more liquidy.
That's not untrue.
You're not wrong, but also Scott just doesn't have anything to say. She's like, Winter, why don't you be attached? And then the rest of us, if we don't want to be, I'm just worried that if we get all the way down there and we need to keep going further than your rope goes, how are we going to untie it?
Yeah.
With our hooves.
But we'd have to go all the way back up. I
Or
guess
we
we could just untie
it from
ourselves.
And plus,
Fine.
if we get lost, I can locate where everyone's at. My horn, my carrot lets me do that. Duh.
All right. Well, not all of us have carrots. So Scout's going to tie herself in too and be like, let's go. And just dives in.
Okay, Scout dives in first. Winter, you're getting tied up to the rope too. Yo-Yo and Smiley, did you want to get tied up to the rope or are you just jumping in?
I'm not.
Okay.
I feel because I am in the gold, underwater you will see me just fine. But I would like to have a rope in my teeth so I know where everybody else is. And
you can kind of bite on the rope and like make your way down. You don't have to be tied up to it to hold on to the rope. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So you guys jump in, and as you go further in, go into the water, and at first it's a little disconcerting, right? Like when you first go into the water because you're trying to breathe underwater, and it's like this moment of fear for some of you. For some of you, maybe not so much. I think, those of you who are a little bit more adventurous probably are like, sweet. The rest of you kind of are maybe a little bit more afraid, and at first like you're taking these large gulps of air and it's almost like you can't breathe, and then you realize you can, and you slowly start getting your breath back. So I'm kind of would like to first do a mind test to see how well you guys do for that first bit, because breathing underwater for the first time is kind of a weird experience.
It's not body? It wouldn't be body?
No, it's gonna be mind for this one. This is more of like a mental thing of like being comfortable with being underwater. And you all pass. Scout exceedingly well, as we would have guessed. Winter
Friendship is magic.
Winter's talking to herself and getting herself ready for it as she jumps into the water and is like, I need to take some nice breaths. And you all kind of take your breaths. Smiley is just so excited that for a moment she forgets to breathe. And then tries to hold her breath and realize, oh yeah, silly, I have an oxygen pack on. I'm fine. And starts to breathe again. And as you guys go slowly down into the depths of the water, you see this green glowing down below. And Scout, as you get closer and closer, you can see there's some kind of building down there. You can't really see a lot of it because there's so much green, and like it kind of feels cloudy, like the water has lots of like stuff in it. And you do see a glowing green building down there. The rest of you don't see this building quite yet. Winter, you're just holding onto your rope, slowly making your way down, being very meticulous about it. Yo-Yo, you're just trying to keep where your friends are, making sure that you keep an eye on them, watching Scout and following her. Smiley, you are just swimming around, having a great time, a little bit distracted by just like everything. You're like, oh, and there's water over there. There's water over there. And my friends are there, and I'm cool. I'm good. And you're swimming down further and further into it until you get to the edge of the rope, and there's no more rope. But you can see the green building down below. Scout sees that it kind of looks more like maybe it's made out of some kind of gem or something down there, and it's glowing. I'm assuming we can't talk because of our helmets, but you can talk in your helmets.
Oh,
you put your helmets together, and that way the sound transmits through the helmet.
Can I roll?
Inside of your helmets has like little comms. You can hear your bubbles.
So would
water.
Would I be able to roll mine, because I really love like monsters and like weird stuff, and to figure out what I might think. I mean, basically I want to try to see if I can decipher if these are sea ponies or mermaids or something like that.
Like what would be inside of that building? You can't see any creatures yet.
Yeah, like what would be in the building. And
you don't see the building quite yet. You just see something green and glowing. Scout's the only one who can see the glowing building specifically.
Yeah, then I wouldn't.
I think as soon as Scout was like, oh, I don't have enough rope, she's like, all right, whatever, and like shimmies out of it, and then it's like, there's something down there, and just like she's going as fast as she can.
Okay.
It's Cthulhu.
You guys see her do that, and sure, if you would like to roll to see what you think is down there, you don't have a lot of information to go off. Is going to be the problem more so. Like you'll get it will be just like a lot of creatures that are in the water. That was to answer your question.
Oh, wait, to mine?
Yeah, I was answering.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. I mean, I if I didn't see building right away and she's already running off, I would just follow. Like I wouldn't even like ask her
Okay, yeah.
say anything. Like
As Scout says this, now you guys are kind of looking down that direction and you are like, oh, there is something down that way. I think the only other person who's tied up to the rope is Winter. Did you want to untie yourself, or are you going to tie something to it so that it stays down there? Otherwise, it'll start floating up, or...
I'm going to tie my jeweled gem goggles, because that will glitter so we can find it again, in addition to one of my saddlebags.
Okay, I was going to say your goggles aren't going to be very heavy.
No, but they'll be glittery.
Okay.
And then the saddlebag
Yes, they
will
will
be heavy.
glitter.
So I'm going to tie them
I
up.
feel since I have all the equipment in my saddlebags that I'm naturally sinking.
No, it's not sinking you, but it is kind of heavier. It's actually not too heavy.
Control, like good scuba control.
Yeah, but you're fine enough. You're able to swim around. But it actually is lighter now that you're in the water, because as you put stuff in the water, it actually feels kind of lighter. Although it is kind of pulling you back a little bit because some of the stuff you have in there might be a little bit more buoyant than that.
Yeah.
But you're kind of chugging it along and you're pulling it. You're fine.
Okay.
Are you guys all going to follow Scout as she goes rushing off?
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. You follow Scout, and Scout, as you're getting further and further away from the group, you look down and you do see that building. It is definitely made out of some kind of like emerald or something like that. And you see something large in the water swimming around.
She backs up slightly and then tries to get a better look at it while not being seen.
Okay, so you're gonna try to be a little sneaky.
Yes.
That's like a combination of charm and body, I feel like.
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's just go with the body, because like you're swimming.
Okay.
We'll go off that. Let's see how well you swim.
3. It's not good.
I will roll to
Good.
see if creature sees you as you're swimming.
And it eats you.
Okay. Yeah, it kind of does see you, and as you're trying to sneak and you're trying to swim a little closer, the thing that you see that's large and in the water, it kind of sways and moves a little bit more towards you, but doesn't look like it's that interested in you. It just like kind of like looks like it looked your direction, and then it goes back to swimming back to where it was.
I charge headlong. Even if you stopped and hesitated, I'm still swimming
It's like
past
you're
Scout.
gonna like just bump into Scout.
Yeah.
Also, I have taken it upon myself in my helmet to start just randomly going. Just in case it's communication with anyone down here.
It's our soundtrack for the underwater level. That's what it is.
Yeah, and then Smiley starts singing, which draws a little bit more attention to the group of you as you all are like bumping into each other and singing. What is Winter doing as well?
Following slowly behind, unable to really swim, so she's just trying to paddle.
Oh, and little wings are like moving.
She's using like underwater aerofoils to try and angle herself down.
What's the plan? Are you going to try to keep going closer to the creature or towards the crystal or the emerald building that's down below?
Scout's definitely gonna go towards the building.
Building.
Okay.
She's gonna keep like an eye on the creature, but otherwise she's just like, probably is just hanging out down here. It's fine.
Things live down in the water, right?
I'm going towards the big thing.
Okay. Scout starts swimming towards the emerald building. Scout, roll me a body to see how fast you go towards that. And Yo-Yo, roll me a body to see how fast you're swimming towards the creature.
Oh no.
Oops.
Oh no, yo, no, yo. No, yo, yo. No, yo, no.
All right.
No,
I'm
yo,
just
yo.
like,
Let's start with Scout, because Scout's going to reach the building first. Smiley and Winter, which directions are you guys going? Are you going...
Scout.
I'm following
Imagine, like-
because maybe it's a new friend.
Yo-Yo looks
makes
like
sense.
they're walking through water rather than like just not even swimming. Like just like step, 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 step.
I love it. What about you, Winter?
Scout.
Who are you following? You're following Scout. All right, we have a little party differentiation. I'll have you guys go together. So, Scout, you're getting closer and closer, and you actually reach the entrance of this emerald building. So basically, it looks like this giant crystals of emerald coming out of the ground at the bottom of the ocean, and there's plants that are kind of seaweed that's coming up, and it's really large, and you're able to kind of hide behind it as you're swimming down and going further, and you can actually see the entrance of this crystal palace. It has 2 doors that are at the entrance of it, and it kind of comes out into a long stepway ladder that kind of circles down to the ground. It looks like maybe creatures that walk in the water on the ground could do that, but it seems rather stupid to you to have a ladder. You're like, you could just swim, or a staircase, you can just swim to it. There are windows that are in this crystal
water,
in these crystal towers, but you can't see in through them, so it seems kind of strange. But you do see the door, and you can swim up towards it. And Winter, you are slowly getting closer and closer to Scout as she gets over there. Meanwhile, Yo-Yo and Smiley, Yo-Yo, you're actually just like leisurely swimming towards the creature. You're like, I'm taking my time. You're looking around. You're watching it as it's moving around, and easily Smiley's able to catch up to you, and you're both swimming next to each other as you're moving closer and closer.
Oh, I'm gonna wave at the creature, like, hi!
Still quite a bit away, but as you yell out hi, it does look like it's turning towards you a little bit. And then it kind of goes back to swimming back around where it was. But it did like look like it saw you.
It seems pretty friendly, Smiley.
I say we go say hello. How do you do?
Yeah, I'm down for that.
All right, you guys continue swimming. We're gonna go back down to Scout and Winter. Now, Winter, you caught up. Scout, you're at the entrance. What would you like to do?
I think that's when Scout realizes that Yo-Yo and Smiley didn't come with her. She turns
just
around
up,
and she's like, okay, I've got this key. And she's like,
Yo-Yo and
fishes it out.
Smiley, and point up towards where the giant creature is swimming.
what are they doing?
They said they wanted to make friends.
Ugh.
I told them you wouldn't be interested in making friends.
Hey, I like friends.
I'm by friends, I think they meant giant evil creatures that are gonna murder us.
Well, Smiley, Yo-Yo! And she like yells through the water at them.
We can go make friends if you want.
Just wanted to try and do this quest. It's fine. I guess we're supposed to make friends or something too. She like puts the key away and then just like swims back towards Smiley and Yo-Yo. Gonna get themselves hurt sometime. Gosh,
Yeah.
they need to think things through before they jump in.
Roll me one more mind, Scout, as you put the key back in your pocket or in your pouch.
6.
Ooh, yeah. As you're putting the key in there, you do see that the crystal on the key matches exactly with the crystals that you see, or the emeralds. The emerald on the key looks exactly like the emerald gems that are on the building, and you pocket it. And you guys you start swimming up to them, but it's gonna take you a little bit longer to get to them. So let's go to them first. What's your plan of action here, Yo-Yo and Smiley, to make friends with whatever this creature is that you can't quite see yet? That's very large.
I just want to go up to it and maybe it can help us, like ask it for directions.
Do
Okay.
you speak whale?
I don't know. I want to be the pony that goes over to it and swims right up to its face, goes eyeball to eyeball. Maybe it's got giant eyeballs. Maybe I can do 2 at once, whatever it takes. Go to one of the eyeballs, look at both of the eyeballs, and just be like, howdy, friend.
Oh my god.
Oh no. All right. That's the plan. We'll see if it goes into action. You guys move closer and closer to the creature, and now you can see it as the water parts and you see the creature as you get closer. It is almost like a whale and a bear and a shark together. So it has the face of a bear It has the fins of a shark at the top and a body of a whale. So its body's quite large. And as it turns to look at you, you just see this large face of a bear with like large teeth, and it looks over towards your way, and you see like its body slowly swaying back and forth in its back, and its fin goes straight up in the air.
I already know your naming conventions, so I know that this is a bear whale shark. Because
Wait, it's not a whale bear shark?
No, it's bear because the front is a bear. So it's bear whale shark.
Bear whale
Maggie's
shark.
convention is always, it goes
Or a
from
bear
to nose
shark
to-
whale.
On bear shark whale, could be.
Bear shark whale. I like bear whale shark.
Bear whale shark.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop in my tracks and I'm gonna look over at Smiley. I'm like, hey Smiley.
Yeah?
Okay. So do you notice that fin on the top of it?
Yeah?
Isn't there something else that also has a fin on top of it like that?
Dolphins!
But dolphins make that like ee sound. This one's not making that ee sound.
Got a face of a bear!
Is that a bear?
Yeah!
I'm sorry. I don't remember genetic mutations being a part of this adventure.
Mr. Cthulhu?
Cthulhu is not a genetic modification. Cthulhu is a part of a long history of Lovecraftian novels where
Say goodbye to my mom!
and I just like try to like explain exactly. Well, you are actually wrong, and this is exactly what a like. And she's just going off. I'm like, wait, I'm trying to tell you that you're wrong, and this is the right thing about. Oh my god.
Yeah. And as you guys are doing this, Smiley, before you even can get up to this creature, it looks towards you, and as it sees you come plummeting towards it while Yo-Yo's yelling at you all of these things about some weird Cthulhu thing, it makes this loud noise that comes out of its mouth, and it just sounds like bubbles, but like it echoes throughout, and it comes rushing towards you. And I want you to roll a body
Eater. No.
Avoid it.
That's a big yikes.
Yeah, and it is. Yeah, it pushes you forward. It pushes you backwards, and you actually like you're trying to swim towards it, and you actually you are unable to tread the waters as you get pushed backwards and backwards and backwards. And you actually are going to take 1 stamina damage.
What if I spend a friendship token because I want this as my friend?
What are you trying to accomplish with a friendship token? So it will let you re-roll.
Reroll?
Wait, you're re-rolling? You're swimming?
If you only spend 1 friendship token, you will get to re-roll,
I want to reroll.
which would be a D8. If you spend 2 friendship tokens, you get to roll a D20.
I'm doing a reroll with the D8. Is that
Okay.
correct?
That's ballsy.
You can't beat
You can't beat it with a D8 because it's a 9.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. You talk as if I know what we're doing.
So the creature rolled a 9, and you only have a D8, so you can't roll above a 9 with a D8 unless you exploding hooved, which is a very
So wait, I'm confused.
to happen.
So is she trying to get closer to it? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, she's just trying to swim towards it. Yeah.
I would want to help you, but also like I'm seeing that this is like a shark, and I like don't want you to get closer to it anymore. You know what I mean?
You do you, baby.
Like I can't see my character being like, yeah, go faster towards its mouth.
I'm going to the eye.
She's trying to get towards his eye, but it is a very large face of a large bear face.
Last time I checked the anatomy of a shark, the eye and the mouth were very close to each other.
This is very true. The eyes are very close to the mouth.
All right, so I'm
So if
assuming
you
that she
want
gets
to,
pushed back, right?
I would recommend, if you're wanting to roll, either spend 2 friendship tokens, which will give you a D20, because 1 friendship token would kind of be a waste, in my opinion.
I'm gonna do
3 would guarantee that you could do the thing that you want.
doing 2.
Okay.
She's doing a
Rolling
number 2.
D20. Go,
Don't go number 2 in your suit.
mother.
Or
of-
do.
No, do. Oh, what's wrong with us all? We're whacked.
No!
No.
What did I get?
You got a 4.
4.
Yeah.
To do this at all.
Yeah, so with the 9, you having to beat a 9, you do not. You still, but you do get closer this time.
I'll take it.
You get closer, but you're still not able to as it pushes you backwards. You still take that 1 stamina damage as you're trying to swim into this. And it's like the pounding of the water waves are like smashing up against your face, but you're like, oh, I'm going to get there. It's like, when there's wind on your face and then your face is like getting smushed. That's what's happening to you right now, but you're powering through it.
I'm gonna paddle as fast as I can to get over to Smiley. I'm like, oh my gosh, like this thing's actually gonna attack us. So I run over to where Smiley is. I swim over. I'm like, are you okay?
Okay, you're gonna have to roll me a body because there's the water waves are like echoing past because he just roared into the water. With a 4, you're able to just catch up with Smiley, and you guys are both like if you're trying to talk, it's like because the wind.
But don't we have a helmet on though?
Oh yeah, that's right. You have a helmet on. It's a lot of pressure on your helmet. I keep forgetting that you guys have helmets on. Good point.
Yeah.
Ice cream truck, sorry.
Yeah. So it is a lot of pressure though as you're trying to it's
yeah,
you're trying to swim, but there's something giving you resistance. This means that Scout and Winter can catch up to you guys pretty quickly. So you guys are able to catch up to them and see them. They're moving. They're trying to swim up to this bear's face, and the bear just roared, and you see this wave of water kind of pushing them both back.
So see them being pushed back, roaring water wave, bear head, shark/whale body.
Yes. It has a shark fin at the top and a whale body, a large whale body, and the face of a bear.
I think 2 thoughts go through Scout's mind. The first one is, oh my goodness, I told them not to do this, and now they're getting themselves in trouble, and I have to rescue them. This is the worst. And then the second thought is, get away from my friends. And so she's just gonna swim as fast as she can and boop the whale bear shark on the nose. Whale shark.
I was gonna do the exact same thing.
Roll me a body to see how quickly you can swim through this.
If we're doing this together, maybe there's a team working that we can do.
Yeah, so if you both do it together, you both hold hooves and you swim up together, it will lower the difficulty rating.
I'm down for that.
So we're I think it just happens at the same time. Scout and Winter have seen this before, where Smiley and Yo-Yo get themselves in serious trouble, and they look and they're like, "Get away from our friends!"
Friendship is magic. Friendship is magic. Friendship is
magic. And rolling body.
Body. Both of you will roll me body.
I think I'm gonna do my stout heart for this, so I can roll.
Add your extra bonus.
Yeah. So I rolled 2, I think. A D8 and a D6. Yes. And so that gives me a 5.
Yes, you get a 5, and Winter gets a 6. And I lowered the difficulty specifically to a 5. So yay! You both sludge your way through this echoing wave that's coming forward, and you're able to just barely get your way out of it. And you're able to swim up to the top of where it's going, and it's watching you as it's roaring towards your friends. And you both take both of your hooves and you whoop it down the nose, and it makes the bear, shark, whale thing close its mouth. And
what do you think you're doing? You're scaring my friend.
It actually sneezes, and both of you get pushed back a little bit, but no, not hard back or anything.
I think at that point, Scout is gonna eye to eye this whale shark. Now, question: sharks don't count as mammals, but whales and bears do. So can I talk to it?
The head is a mammal.
Excellent work.
I will allow you to talk to it because the head of it is a bear.
Okay. And she's like, you know what? That was very rude of you. Yo-Yo and Smiley may often be misguided and get themselves into a lot of trouble, but they just wanted to be your friend. And if you didn't roar at them, maybe we could all be happy here under the sea together as friends. But instead, you're just a big meanie.
And Winter, you hear Scout going.
I'm not sure what's going on. I'm just like,
She crosses her hooves and just like
bear
stares the bear down.
looks at, or the face of this creature looks at you, kind of squints, kind of does a thing of shame a little bit, and then looks back, and then perks back up and looks at you and says, I just want peace. Leave me be. Go away. And as it's doing that, it's roaring and pushes you both back a little bit, but it's not trying to purposely do it, but it's because it's just such a large creature. You are the size of one of its teeth. So it's just when it's talking, the bubbles and the force just come out.
Why are you so grumpy?
Why are you so grumpy?
Yeah, why are you so grumpy?
I just want to be left alone. Why won't people leave me alone?
I guess we can leave you alone if you want to, but why do you want to be alone? That sounds boring.
It's peaceful.
Yeah. It takes a moment.
So as this is happening, I'm assuming very slowly swimming up, and I'm like, I'm gonna hurt him. Stop, Yo-Yo. But I'm assuming it's gonna be forever.
To intercept Yo-Yo since Scout is talking to the bear shark.
Yo-Yo and Smiley, you can both swim up to it now.
And I also want
no problem, because it's not roaring at you anymore. Before it was purposely roaring and projecting this wave to make you go away from it.
Yeah, and I want to swim just in front of Yo-Yo and say, no, Yo-Yo, it's okay, everything's going to be okay. So that when I get up to the bear whale shark, I can get up to the eyeball and say, howdy, friend, and give it a little, I'm just gently tickling you behind your eyeball.
I don't think it will, as you start getting closer to it, it slowly starts
tickled.
Yeah, it starts slowly backing up before you can even touch it.
Smiley.
Why is your friend, or why is your ally bothering me? I told you, leave me alone.
Hey, no need to be a bear about this.
Yeah, he starts opening his mouth like he's gonna do the projection again.
They just really like making friends. And maybe if you gave them a chance, they might make you happy. If you really don't want to, that's okay, because consent is super important and no one should force you to do something that you don't want to do.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm like, is it taking over her brain? She's roaring like a bear.
I would also like to roll a charm to get a tickle.
I think
by using my eye-to-eye contact of I'm a friend. I'm your friend.
I think you can aid Scout in her charm, but I think what you're doing is actually deterring her. If you're going to keep trying to touch the bear shark whale, I think it's actually going to scare it even more, because it's purposely saying leave me alone.
Smiley doesn't know that though.
Friend maker.
Yeah, Smiley doesn't know that. We don't know, so it's fine.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't help that I love it and I don't even know it. I am one of his best friend. I can't help that's who I am.
Lauren's like, consent.
Everybody else knows the lesson. Smiley doesn't yet.
I think if you're gonna still try to touch it, then you can totally try to roll a body to get close enough to it first. Okay. Because it keeps backing up every time you get closer to it.
Yeah, which I am not picking up on at all.
No, and it's you're not able to catch up to it.
As she gets
I'm gonna grab Smiley's leg.
I grab the other leg, and we're gonna pull her back a little bit. And I just want to go, Smiley, you shouldn't try to touch creatures without their consent.
What does that mean, Winter?
Well, you both have to be agreed on a course of action before you, like, do something, which means you have to have, like, explicit verbal consent. So
But doesn't everybody want to be cuddled and tickled? I don't
No
understand.
means no.
I don't understand. Why wouldn't someone not want to be hugged, cuddled, and tickled? I want to be hugged, cuddled, and tickled.
What
Not
if they're
everyone
really
wants to be
delicate?
hugged.
What if they're really delicate and they could break?
Oh, but he doesn't look delicate. He looks like he would be really cuddly.
But some
As
disabilities
he's backing
don't
up
present.
away from you.
Some
Just be-
disabilities don't
his
present
tail is, like,
obviously, and
waggling
you
and
shouldn't
he's, like,
judge people
slowly
for what they
backing
look
up, and
like.
Got little
Yeah.
things on the sides
Just
that are-
because he's wearing something doesn't mean that he's asking for it. That's not at all. Just because he looks cuddly doesn't mean he wants to be cuddled.
But I'm disappointed and I feel like my heart is empty. What do I do with these feelings?
You can have a cuddle here.
Stop being a
cuddle
toxic
him.
masculine man. I mean,
Winter, I'm cuddling you, Winter. I'm cuddling you, Winter. You're
And
good.
Winter's somewhat regretting this. Is like her eyes bulge.
Meanwhile,
You're a
Scout, roll me
I love
charm.
Winter. I love you, Winter. So I love you, Winter. So
I don't add anything for speak with animals, right? That just lets me do it.
Yeah, it just lets you talk to the creature. I think you just have a specific creature you can talk to.
Yeah. 3.
I am lowering the difficulty because
I would like to spend a friendship token. I will spend 2 friendship tokens to reroll a d20.
it's probably a good idea.
Yeah, because Smiley did a lot. There's an intervention happening behind her, and hopefully
no.
a 6 will be better.
A 6 will be enough. I lowered the difficulty, but the 3 wouldn't have even helped you.
Yeah, no, I didn't think
mostly
so.
because of all the other things that transpired prior. But with that, yeah, totally. You are able to calm the creature down. And what was the last line you said? Or is there something else you wanted to add to it?
I think it was just like, you know what? People should leave you alone if that's what you really want. But if you ever decide you don't want to be alone, just let us know. We'll be right over there looking at this mysterious crystal city.
You mean Mertalantis?
Jack called that earlier. Is that
Oh,
what
I
it's
won't
called? It's real.
Wait, is that different than Equestria? Or no, wait, what is it
We're
called?
in Equestria.
No, there's a term for it. There's like another like underwater city.
Atlantis?
I think it's called.
There are a few underwater cities there's some underwater stuff in My Little Pony.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it though. It's got a name, like the city. I can't find it. Anyway.
Atlantis is great. Scout's eyes just go like really wide and she's like, it's real? This is the underwater city like Derek Do in the lost city of Atlantis?
Yes. It just looks at you and it's like blink, blink.
While they're like from the distance, we can see and hear them going roar, 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 roar. I'm just there going, what do you think they're saying?
I think that they're talking about the ups and downs of an economic downturn due to the overproduction of sandwiches that no one's willing to eat.
Okay, I'll be Scout. Hello, I'm Scout, and I like to go on adventures, and I am disappointed by the lack of sandwiches in the economy.
And I'm a bear, and I don't like sandwiches. I think that you should produce all the sandwiches because it's great for our economy.
Meanwhile,
but
the
I'm
actual
producing
conversation
sandwiches
that's happening between Scout and the bear. Yes, it is. You see it. It is real. It's saying that to you, Scout.
That's super. She's like staring at it like, that's super cool. Okay. I hope you have a really great day. I don't know if you keep track of time the same way we ponies do. And we're just. Okay, bye.
Yeah, it actually goes swimming further up, and you see it kind of go up to the top, take a deep breath out of the water and come swimming back down and dives back into the water, and it swims kind of further off in the distance. And you see Scout go running down towards
She's like, let's go look at the city. It's Mad Lanterns. But the words don't really make any sense because she's just frantically yelling at this point.
Meanwhile, Yo-Yo and Winter are still mimicking the two.
All right. I like eating things that look like ponies. Ma. I'm just a grumpy grump, and I don't like to be touched.
But I'm Winter Snow, and I'm a super awesome pony who doesn't take any from anyone, and I will give you indigestion. I have to go now to look at a green.
And then you hear Scout yelling at you guys, and the whale bear shark go flying or swimming up into the bear whale shark go up into
he didn't eat us. Okay. And then I just go swimming down towards Scout.
Scout, are you going to wait for them before you do anything, or are you?
I think she gets all the way to the door, realizes they're not there yet, and then waits for them.
Okay. You wait for them, and as you're waiting, you look around and you're looking at these beautiful, the emerald and how beautiful it is, and it's reflecting off the water, and you see it emanating that green light off of it. And do you touch it or anything like that, or are you just looking at it?
She's gonna give it a good look, and then she's definitely gonna touch it.
Okay.
100% touching it.
It's super sparkly and gorgeous, so it does kind of make you want to touch it. And as you touch it, there's like this warmth that's emanating off of it. Like the crystals feel warm.
She just like puts her body against it.
You're like grabbing it with your entire body.
It's like, when you have like a warm pad and like it feels just like that nice warmthness, or like an electric blanket type of thing. It's just like a really nice warm feeling. You guys all show up. You finally arrive at the front of this emerald castle looking thing, and Scout's like up against the wall of it.
Can I roll a mind just for something that I want to do? It's just to see if it rolls well.
Okay.
It's gonna be like in my own like reflection of something.
Okay, it's your own character. Yeah, you can always do that.
Okay, so this is gonna be bad science. I'm like, there's warmth coming from these crystals, and if I remember correctly from our schooling, that has to do with the demons that are deep down under the ground that are definitely generating a heat that's coming up through the earth that ends up warming the crystals, and the crystals are transferring the heat into the ocean, and that's why it's so toasty darn warm in here.
Even Smiley's like, what?
Sure. And then Scout's like, this is really cool. Oh, the door, the key, the door. And she's like, fishes the key out again,
Scout,
and
why are you
goes over
rubbing
to
yourself against the building?
It was warm.
I'm sorry, Winter. You can't sit there and tell me that you've never rubbed your body up against a building before.
I don't know. Does Yo-Yo have like urban philia?
No.
Yo-Yo's got a lot going on for her. She's got a lot wrong going on.
Just like you want to spread your scent around to be like, this is my building. Yep, there we go.
Scout's ignoring all of that and opens the door with the key, hopefully.
Yikes.
Consent from the building.
You look at
The building did not consent.
While Yo-Yo is saying this and rubbing his own body against the building as well. And Smiley looks horrified. Winter's like, what is going on? You put the key into the door hole of this beautiful crystal door that has kind of like intricate design on it. And it fits. The key fits. Turn the knob.
Scout turns the knob. On the building. Gives it a solid grasp.
And then all of a sudden, we hear the bear whale shark go, oh, like out of nowhere. We're like, what the fuck is that?
Oh god, you guys are horrible. as you turn the key in the keyhole, the light around, or the crystal or the emerald that's at the end of the key starts glowing and it emanates, and you could actually feel the warmth of like the door had warmth before. This crystal now looks like it's being energized or powered, and you turn it and the door opens up. What's inside? Yeah. You open up the door, and as you push forward, and this wave of air comes rushing towards you, and as you step in, you can't really see anything as you're just looking until you step in. But as you're looking from the outside before you step in, it looks like blurry water waves, and you can't quite see what's through it.
Scout goes straight in. No questions.
Scout goes straight in, doesn't even like put a limb in to check if it's going to get cut off or something. Steps into the room, and as you step in, it's like the ground is normal. And you step in, and it's like there's no water in here at all. As if this was a castle that was sitting atop of the land before you went in the water. There's no water inside here. It's just air.
It's dry.
You take your helmet off, and there's air you can breathe in. Are you all following suit?
I'm not taking my helmet off.
I'm keeping my gold suit on, though.
I'm taking my entire suit off.
Okay, you just get naked.
Yeah, I just get naked. I'm just like, this is so creepy. Something ain't right about this.
That, it echoes through the hallway. This first foray area that you're in, that you're in, is lined with green emeralds all along the sides. It goes for roughly it almost seems like a block as if you were walking in Manhattan or Baltimore. It would be like a block of buildings, and it goes for quite a while. And all along the sides are all these crystals. There are some little designs and whatnot, but you'd have to go look at them to see what it is exactly. And in the center of it is this long, rolling, beautiful green rug with white detailing to it. Ooh. And way at the other end of the hallway is another set of doors. It looks very similar to the one that you just passed, or that you just came through.
Is this where Aquacult lives?
Did I take the key out of the door?
You can. You didn't say you did.
Okay. So if she needs to, she'll go all the way back and get the key out. But
you're right next to the door. You just walked in.
Oh yeah. Then she'll take the key out and be like, just in case I need this further in.
Yeah. You take the key and you
pops it back in, and then it's like, well, this is amazing, and then goes down the hallway.
Yeah.
And as you walk further down the hallways, there's tapestries as well that are hung from the ceiling, and the ceiling looks really tall and it's quite gorgeous. It's all four of you can fit fairly comfortably, if you were all standing next to each other too, so you can walk down this. It's quite a large hallway with this giant rug, and the ceiling's very high and vaulted, and you just have these beautiful tapestries and beautiful crystals aligning it, and little intricate detailing, like I said before.
Hello.
Just to walk down the hallway, or do you want to look at any of the tapestries or designs or anything?
I'm shouting hello. I'm seeing if anyone's here. Someone had to build this.
Yeah, you just say hello and you just hear echoing throughout the hallway.
Scout's pretty curious, so she'll probably take a little bit of time to look at the tapestries and see if she understands what's happening in them. Do they depict are they just designs, or do they depict something that would look like a pony or some pony-like creature?
Everyone roll me a mind if you're curious about the tapestries.
I'm totally gonna fly up and look at them individually. I'm down for
Oh yeah, you could totally fly up and look at them.
Exploding hoof!
Let's go.
Exploding hoof!
Exploding hoof!
Another exploding hoof!
No, okay. Well, I got an 8.
An 8's good, a 5's good. We'll start with the lowest roll, which is Smiley. Smiley, you walk in and oh boy, are those emeralds gorgeous. You're kind of going along the edge and running to one side, touching it, running the other side, touching them, and touching all the emeralds, and the walls are all really warm.
Touching all the things.
Oh, your cat's so cute. I was just all right, I guess this is my life. And Yo-Yo, you are putting your body up against the wall. You're oh, that's warm. And you're kind of just like looking around, and you see everything else that everyone else saw, except for you don't seem as curious about the tapestries. You kind of make your way closer to the door because you're like you're kind of ahead, going, "Hello, is anyone there?" You're like looking for people, but you don't see any. You don't see another pony or anything like that. Winter, on the other hand, you fly up to the top of the tapestries, and you're looking up at them, and you can see, as well as Scout, you can see this as well. You can see a story that's being told through these tapestries. As you look at them, the first one has ponies, and they're all kind of standing together. There's like one pony that's like standing on the top of a cliffside, and the other ponies are down at the bottom looking up at that pony. The next tapestry has, and they're the same on both sides as you're looking down. It's like they tell the same story. And then the next one has the ponies below. It looks like all of them are on a journey somewhere. They're no longer by that cliffside anymore. It looks like there's mountains and things like that. There's little campsites as well. And then the third tapestry, that's quite large, shows the ponies kind of walking into the water. And then the fourth one is a picture of the ponies inside of this palace, which looks like the Emerald Palace that you're in right now. And you see them kind of living inside of that crystal's kind of inside of there. And it has that same kind of ridge with all the ponies looking up at it. So it looks like that's kind of the story that's being told in here thus far. And Scout, you actually notice more of the detailing of it. You see the same thing that Winter saw, except for the pony at the top, you see actually looks like an alicorn, and it has a crown on its head. And you thought there were only two princesses that you know of. Well, three. You've known three princesses, so you didn't know there was another one. And there's a little bit of more detailing on it, as you can see that all the ponies below all have the same cutie mark as the pony above.
That's weird.
Yeah, they all have just little triangles on their flanks.
Well, Scout just sort of makes a mental note of that and then continues down the hallway. Maybe with a skosh more caution, now that it's like, perhaps we shall encounter an alicorn, and that seems interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna continue on as well.
Do you share that information with Yo-Yo or Smiley? Yo-Yo's already up at the front of the door now.
I
by
don't
this
want to
time.
be mean, but I don't think that they'd really appreciate the knowledge as much.
Yeah,
as
I think Scout like talks about it, but doesn't like make a big point out of it. She's like, there's like alicorn pictures and ponies with all the same cutie marks and like going into the water from the land.
The city, and then looking up at the ridge with this other pony.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I'm like literally rubbing my body up against the door, seeing if I can feel the same warmth.
Yeah, you put your body up against the door, and yeah, the door still feels warm. The door is very similar to the door outside, except for it doesn't have as intricate detailing to it. It seems a little bit more simpler, like an indoor door, so it's not as flashy, but it still is quite gorgeous. Has like all these emeralds all about it, and as you touch it, it does have that warmth. Like everything in here, the ground as you're stepping on it has like this beautiful, like cozy warmth to it, which has been nice because you have been outside in the rain and it's been cloudy, and so this is like this really nice feeling that you have.
Interesting. So I'm like,
Nice.
It's way too nice, says Aaron.
If anything,
Suspiciously nice. Same cutie marks. That's not good.
Yeah, you
Wait.
know you can trust them if they try and kill you to your face. It's the ones that don't try and kill you to your face that you can't trust.
did you say they had the same cutie mark?
Yeah, in the pictures, all the ponies have the same cutie mark.
That's so unoriginal.
I know. Every
Like-
pony has a different cutie mark.
Right? How boring. What is it in the shape of?
Maybe
A
it's
triangle.
water.
Oh, so everyone in this kingdom's really good at making nachos. I get it now.
The ponies
Nacho?
were not. Were there a variety of different ponies, or they were like all one type, or what?
Are they like pony ponies?
All
or
the ponies that were in the, like, you want to say the detailing of the ponies? Are you looking to see if they're all unicorns or all
Yeah, yeah.
ponies?
Like, are they all the same type when I looked, or are they just mishmash in different ones?
I think that Scout would have noticed this first because she got the higher roll than you, finding the details. But yeah, they are all different. There's unicorns and pegasi and earth ponies.
Maybe because there's 3 tribes of ponies, and this triangle's got 3 sides. Maybe that's something to do with them being like united.
That sounds lame. I think they're all great at making
That
nachos.
could be true as well.
Yes, definitely.
That's
I told you,
probably-
enchiladas.
Okay, wait. Nachos and enchiladas are totally different things.
They fall under the same category of deliciously yummy food that's going to go into my stomach, hopefully, after this
But
adventure.
based on that logic, nachos, enchiladas, and stew are all the same thing.
They are definitely under the same category. Did I not just tell you the category of deliciously awesome foods are going to be in my stomach?
Has Scout reached the next door by then? Because she'll
Yeah.
try to open it, and if not, she'll use the key.
You're next to Yo-Yo now as you guys are having this
Like,
conversation.
she ignores what Yo-Yo's saying and just
Yeah.
tries to open the door.
Yeah, you this time you go to look for a keyhole to put the key in, but there's not one.
And she pushes the door.
She tries to push the door and nothing happens.
Yeah, I already rubbed my body
Door.
on it.
Harder.
Are you trying to use your body to like put like the bucket or something? Yeah.
Aggressively pushes the door
Aggressively push the door for me.
with a 4.
The 4.
Seeing she's having
She's
some
like, she
trouble, I
pushes
will
it, she's like,
assist.
and like turns around and bucks the back of the door.
Can I
You
assist?
buck the back of the door and actually some of the emeralds come off the door and fall to the ground.
Okay, I don't assist. I catch the emeralds.
Are you pocketing them, Winter? Or
I'm putting them in one of my satchels.
Okay.
I sit there and I'm like,
I don't think you're supposed to do
You have
that.
3 you have 3 emeralds.
Did the door open?
No.
are we sure this is a door?
It looks like a door. It has door-like characteristics.
Yeah, but the changelings look like ponies and they definitely weren't ponies.
I put on my helmet. I go down to the other end of the hallway.
Okay.
Don't do this.
Don't do this.
I fly like a bullet down the hall into the door.
Oh my god, this is gonna be great.
Is
Okay.
there a handle
You
or
break your
anything on the
neck
door?
and you die.
There's no handle on the door.
Okay. Just checking that we didn't miss something super obvious.
So
I figured you would have told me if there was a handle.
No.
I have a speciality in fly, which means I roll a d6 as well. So that's 8, which explodes, plus my... Okay, so the 8 explodes, that's a d10. That's a 10, which explodes.
Oh my god.
You destroy the entire
It's
kingdom.
a 10. It's a 10.
Holy shit. So this is not the intended way to open this door at all. There's another way.
Less
My next
DMing.
plan
This
was
is not the
to
intended
knock.
way, but it's the way it is now.
But it is now because you just rolled an incredibly hard, almost impossible thing to do. Yeah, you go fly. Describe to me how this door opens at this point.
I put on my helmet and then like I like scrape my hoof against the air as I'm floating at the end of the hall and then go faster and faster and faster. By the time I get to the door, there's like a sonic boom around me and everyone's hair goes poof off to the side. The snow from behind me, my trail just twinkles down a little bit over them and I smash into the door while doing like a little pirouette over and hit it with my helmet and it just goes and
Yeah,
springs open.
and Scout, your hair's messed up again. The door goes flinging open, and you actually are going so fast that you're going with the momentum of that, and you go flying into the next room.
I land like head over heels.
Good job using your head,
You-
Winter.
I was gonna make that joke, damn it!
You all see as the doors part way with this huge burst of force by Winter. Some more of the emeralds fall down where she rushed in with her head, and inside of the room before you, you actually go flying into this basically I'll describe the room first, and then I'll say where you fly into. When you first enter into when you first look into the room, the ground is also still just everything's emerald. It's all green. But in the middle of this room is a giant well-looking thing, and it has at the front of it has like a huge ridge that comes out, and it looks like there's someone who could like stand at the top of that ridge, but at the bottom is like a well with a giant hole in it. And around to the right and to the left are a bunch of seating areas, and up to the top, going all the way up into the ceiling is a bunch of more seating areas that are kind of like protruding from the sides of the walls. It's like people would come here and watch something, right? And like there's a hole in the center, and clearly somebody can come out from that top part, but you can't really see. Winter, you go flinging forward. You actually hit the wall underneath where this ridge is protruding, and you like almost fall down into the well, and then you like catch yourself and you fly back up, and you come back up out of the well. You guys all see Winter go falling down into this well at first, and you're like, Winter! And then she comes back up because she has wings and she can fly.
It's a really good drama by Pegasus.
Sorry if that was complicated. I'm like trying to describe it. I'm like, it's kind of a weird looking room.
What if this is the Fountain of Youth? I say in like a really deep, serious voice.
Maybe. I don't really know what's here.
The Fountain of Youth.
Fountains aren't different, silly.
Okay.
A fountain of youth is a fountain of youth.
Fountain of Full? Turns you back.
That's just gross.
Anyway. Goes in. I think
Shut your dirty mouth.
instinct is gonna be to look into the well. What's down there?
Yeah, you look over the edge. Roll me a
Is it dark in the well?
Is there what?
Is it dark in the well?
Yeah.
I pull out a lantern, and I'm gonna fly down the well, and then I will give everyone light where they can see.
Ooh, okay, that helps. That'll make it easier. So roll me a mind for anybody who wants to look down the well and like really examine it.
Exploding hoof.
Exploding hoof. Damn, Lauren, you and your exploding hoofs today.
Yeah, but I never roll.
Double exploding hoof.
Nice.
Okay, well, 10. that was a roller coaster of rolls right there.
This is going to be pretty horrifying. Okay.
Oh God.
I like that Aaron is supplying us with lots of animal love though today.
I do.
All our animals are hanging out. Wow. Okay, we're gonna go first with
Can I keep
Winter.
it?
Oh no, Yo-Yo. Ooh,
Big yikes.
this is gonna be rough because you rolled a
Fall in
1.
the well.
Yeah, he's gonna fall. Okay, so
Can I just act like purposely just like wee?
I'm not gonna talk. We'll go with you next because I want to describe some stuff before that happens. Winter, you go down with your lantern. You're going down, and as you get further and further down, the light hits the edges of the emerald that's around you and kind of blinds you a bit. And you're a little distracted, and it's very warm down there. It's warmer and warmer and warmer as you go further and further down. Like it's almost like it's gonna burn you. So you're a little distracted, and you're just trying to like make sure you don't touch the walls because it keeps getting hotter and hotter. So you're trying to really stay in the center. Yo-Yo. Oh no. Did we get a roll from Smiley?
Oh, you're still muted, Smiley.
What did I need to roll? I'm sorry.
Mind if you want to look down the well.
No, I
You don't have
didn't.
to look down the well. You can be looking up somewhere else.
Yeah, I didn't want to look at down
Okay,
the well.
cool. I just wanted to double check. And as you're flying down, Winter, you see Yo-Yo kind of leaning over the edge. Scout, you look down, and as Winter gets closer and closer to the bottom, you can see what's down there. Your eyes are really keen. You look closer and closer, and it looks like bodies are down there. Not live bodies. Dead pony bodies.
No!
Well, we were joking about us ruining the wholesome.
And as you notice that and you're horrified, Yo-Yo, you go flying down into
I'm gonna catch Yo-Yo as Yo-Yo comes down towards me and fly back up.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
I need to
figured you'd
change the music. I didn't think I'd need my non-wholesome playlist, but here we go.
I told you we're gonna make it mature. It's
This is dark.
We're
There are
currently
some
like
dark
season
bits
3,
there's more
season
in My Little
4.
Pony too.
It's true. I don't
There's
know.
there's like broken bones. There's like bones sticking out of these dead bodies. There's like blood, like dried blood everywhere.
It's not dried blood. It's like you just see bones. You just see
Dope.
bones down there,
Okay.
not
that-
blood or gore. Or
I'm
anything.
okay to try and catch
It's still
Yo-Yo.
horrifying to see a bunch of dead pony bones down there. Did you roll a 1? No, okay, you haven't rolled yet.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll. It's fly.
You
plus my
look so
speciality.
nervous. Ooh, okay, 8. fly.
That is so yeah, the 8, which re-rolls because it's max to 10.
That's
Good
great.
job.
10.
D12, 10, okay. Ooh, you are lucky, Yo-Yo. Winter, just as just as Scout sees a glimpse of bones down there, Winter goes flying up and it gets dark again and doesn't even care about the lantern, goes flying up trying to catch Yo-Yo, catches Yo-Yo barely lifting her and holding Yo-Yo on her back and flies over to the edge of the well and is able to take you out of it and puts you down.
Don't
And
do
you're
that,
fine.
Yo-Yo!
You're
Don't
fine.
go down the well.
This is why we
full
should
of
be all like carrying ropes.
skeletons. It's
How far down does it go?
dead ponies.
You're not sure. I think Scout is the only one who really saw down there. It's probably like 40 feet.
It's deep.
Yeah.
So
There-
okay.
There are dead ponies down there, and Scout, like, for a moment, is genuinely afraid. Like,
I'm gonna
probably
sit there.
the closest she's come to the reality of her demise.
The minute you say dead ponies, can I spend a mind to see if I can dig down into my weird conspiracy theories?
Yeah, you can roll. I mean, you can roll mine for yourself whenever you want. Like,
Okay.
but if you want me to, if you're specifically trying to get something out of me,
I
Yeah.
think
oh,
Like I see dead bodies and then I see a giant pit and like my conspiracy theory mind is like it's a sacrificial ritual.
yeah. You didn't see the bodies. You were falling down, and
she just said there was dead bodies
she
down
said
there.
there was. You didn't see them,
Yeah.
but you heard.
Yeah.
So from hearing that, yeah, you do know there are some rituals that have people use to sacrifice.
This got so dark.
Yeah.
Guys, I think we should probably.
do you
leave
say
and
anything
destroy the
about that,
place.
Yo-Yo?
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, okay, so these could be like the Marins. No, Marians, like Mayans. Like these could be like the Mayans.
They could
like,
just be like evil cultists.
the Cthulhu. It's Cthulhu. These could be the
Okay,
cultists.
okay, everyone, take a deep breath. We're gonna be fine. If there's a problem here, we can solve it. We
Don't
have
look
to
it in
solve
the eyes. Don't look it in the eyes.
Hey, pull yourself together, Yo-Yo, and like Scout's gonna like grab Yo-Yo again and like shake her slightly. And, like, pull yourself together.
And as you say, pull yourself together to Yo-Yo, above you, on the protruding pedestal that comes out of the wall, the door opens from the top of that, and out comes a ghostly figure of an alicorn, and it comes forward, and that's where we're gonna end tonight.
No!
And we'll see you guys next week on Saturday to find out what happens next for the finale of Friendship Magic. And so today we don't really get a letter, but if you guys want to write a letter,
Dear Princess Celestia.
Send help.
I guess.
I told them that I thought the third
Yeah,
and fourth
consent is
episode
key.
would be a combined thing because I was like, I want to get you to a high enough level and then have a lot of fun with it.
Do we level up after this, or do we not?
Postscript.
Because it's
Consent
mid.
is important.
Yeah.
What was that, E?
Do we level up after this episode, or do we not? Because it's a two-parter.
Yeah, we'll be having you guys level up, so you get another
I
ability.
didn't
I want you to
spend
have some
5
good stuff for
friendship
this
tokens,
next bit. It's gonna be
Damn
fun.
Okay, so thank you very much for watching. A reminder that we'll be on Saturday back to a normal time. Next week it'll be the last episode of My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. Also, we do have a free Layla comic that you can get on Drive-Thru-RPGs. Pay what you want so you can get it for free. You can alternatively, if you are a patron, get it off of our Patreon, patreon.com/Roll4it, where you can download it for free there, and regardless of your tier, provided you are a Patreon. In addition, we have, starting on the 11th of August, Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition, the new edition that is coming out a couple of days or something. It's very, very shortly. We'll be playing that with Mathis as the DM on Saturdays. We do not know the cast yet. We will be revealing that next weekend. And Mathis will be DMing it on Saturdays, the 11th. So tune in for that. Awesome.
I got to see the book, and oh my god, it's amazing.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah,
they do
that's good stuff.
Production qualities on the books.
I'm happy that we're going to be doing another show with Mathis as well. Mathis did a fantastic job with the World of Darkness campaign, which ended a little earlier than we were expecting, but I think they're going to do a Q&A, so you guys can enjoy that. And we are excited to have him back. He does an amazing job with those types of worlds. I've had him GM for me quite a few times with that, and it's just so good. So
it was the last episode is now on YouTube, FYI. If you do want to go watch it,
I'm going to be watching it tomorrow, and I'm going to be posting in the Patreon Discord my reactions.
Oh, I forgot.
Wait, that was the last episode?
Yeah, it was going to be next week, but we finished a little bit early because there were character decisions that...
They made some decisions.
To be fair, it was a decision that Maps warned us, and it was like, it's in character, fine. The only way it will go wrong is if you roll no successes on 10 dice.
That happens sometimes.
Dice, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is fair. You know what? It's fair. It happens.
Oh my god. I was there for that. I didn't know that was the end of it, though.
We are a very RP-driven channel, so if you enjoy getting really into characters, getting really into worlds, that's what you're going to see. Lots of crying. He makes people cry, too.
Tears of joy, as we talked about sex.
Sometimes Maggie makes people cry.
Maggie hasn't made me cry yet.
I'm not talking about ponies.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
What, Aaron? What, Aaron? I'm shook.
Oh, Aaron.
There were a lot of bodies. I would just sometimes wish that we could use licensed music just so we could have, like, when the bodies hit the floor. That's the next.
Oh my god.
Or maybe we should figure out how to do
you can just sing it. You can be like, when the bodies hit the floor.
But you could know, like an acoustic version with friendship somehow, make that into it. Anyway, so let's find out where I did have another song prepared, by the way, but I was like, no. I wasn't to do a Moulin Rouge song, but I didn't in the end.
Oh, so, you should have.
I've got it ready. And use it next time.
Oh, sister, gotta go. Go, sister.
With the feather boa and everything.
Oh my god, I want to hear Smiley sing some songs. Yes.
Oh, that would be amazing.
You sang so well. It was good.
Yeah, that was great.
I was gonna use.
But I did it today. Look at me. Someday.
Way up high, where the Pegasi.
Friendship is magic.
Friendship takes you up where we... Something like that. Anyway, so, Maggie, what are you doing? Where can we find you until next week?
Aw. I hope you guys are enjoying My Little Pony. It's a little different, I know. I'm just trying to have fun, but still make it feel My Little Pony-ish, but little Roll4it twist to it. You guys can find me at Margaret Crone in all the places, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, all the things. I post about lots of stuff. I do lots of tabletop things, art, cosplay, gaming, all the things. And I upload new gameplay videos every single day on Margaret Crone Plays. If you're interested in some Ni no Kuni 2, Revenant Kingdom, and Sims, and oh gosh, there's a bunch of other stuff. Come tune in. Oh, I've been playing Full Metal Furies, which is really fun. I've been playing that with Jesse Cox and Dodger. So come check out some more content, and I hope you guys are enjoying all the things. And we'll have a lot more action coming here to Roll4it too, so.
When you're not trying to poke people in the eyeballs.
My name is Erin Fitzgerald. I do ask for consent in real life. Miley didn't. It's a really important lesson. My name is Erin Fitzgerald. You can follow me on Twitch at Erin Fitzgerald. Follow me on Twitter at Erin Fitzgerald. I'm a voice actor. I've worked on titles like Ed, and Eddie, Persona 4, World of Warcraft, League of Legends, Monster High, Ever After High, Ask the Storybots. I play this character, Bo. That kind of stuff. So feel free to follow me on Twitch or Twitter, or join my Discord or all that crap. You can find it through the Twitch and the Twitter. You can find all my stuff through Twitch and Twitter. That's it.
There we go. Dylan, what about you?
Howdy, my name's 8-Bit Dylan on everything. On Twitter, it's 8-Bit Dylan, all spelled out. And I stream almost every day except for on Saturdays, a wide variety of games. And when I say variety, I mean it. There's a lot of weird stuff that I play. A lot of retro stuff, a lot of new stuff, all sorts of stuff. very LGBT heavy channel. Also check me out on
Power bottom friendly.
Instagram. Yes, very power bottom friendly. And I'm super excited because I think after soon I'll be role playing over on Gaming FTL's channel. Doing some
That's
stuff
what you guys
there.
were talking about first. Yeah, they're playing VTM as well. Oh, I'm so jelly because I can't make that time.
It'll be fun. So yeah, check me out.
I will.
I'm checking you out.
Lauren, what about you?
I'm Random Tuesday on the internet. You can find me as Random Tuesday. I stream on my own channel, mostly cosplay, crafting, and video games. And then I can be found doing RPGs here on Sundays doing Layla. And I can also be found over at Geek Space TV.
You're not doing Layla anymore. You broke up.
Well, I'm doing something to her, but it's way less pleasant.
Wow, that's not wholesome.
No, it's not.
There was literally a yelling match and swearing happening for a good portion of the episode.
Oh
a lot
my
of rage.
God.
It's a lot of rage. And I can also be found. I'm now doing the Tomb of Annihilation on the D&D channel, presents by Roll4it, and Geek Space TV. Those are all the places you can find me.
Okay.
Just look at Twitter.
Also,
Twitter's-
chat says that you need to remind Claudia that she caused the entire session to derail, basically.
I will tell her that she is charming.
I want to see her response on Twitter to that. But as for myself, I'm Enterelysium. Catch me over at youtube.com/Enterelysium, twitch.tv/Enterelysium, twitter.com/Enterelysium, Instagram.com/EnterelysiumYT, Facebook.com/EnterelysiumYT as well, because reasons. I play a lot of sci-fi strategy and science games. I am awaiting for the new 2 Point Hospital game that I still don't have because apparently I don't get it. And I play stuff like Aurora, Hearts of Iron, Warhammer 40,000 Gladius, Relics of War, which is just way too long a name for SEO, and other fun strategy games and management games like that. So for us, that'll be it for today. We're going to go record a lovely after show. Hopefully you have enjoyed. If you have, go check the Patreon, etc. Go check out the Twitters, etc. Go follow all the things. And of course, there is a YouTube channel, and there is the last episode of World of Darkness on there. So do feel free to check that out. Until next time, though, may the dice roll over in your favor.